Hello, testing. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the new stream. Hopefully my mic isn't too loud. But yeah, I just saw the message. Thank you, Lagotica, for the message. So yeah, anyone watching, hey, welcome back to the next stream. Man, so this one I've been looking forward to for a while now. Hopefully the music's not too loud. It is on my end, hang on. There we go. That should be better. But yeah, welcome back. I already said that before, but today, obviously, we're going to be playing Sonic Forces. We're going to be playing throughout the whole game today. I saw that I did pretty good with the Sonic Mania stream, and that was a lot of fun. So hopefully anyone that tuned in for that last one will be able to tune in on this one. Because we actually got some pretty good views. We had like 31 views on my last stream before it got, you know, deleted because of Twitch's like policy usually when it comes to having what's the term I'm looking for, having like a stream up for a while, for a week. So they obviously take it down, but it's up on my streaming archives channel, so in case you're subscribed on my main channel, you can check it out right there for later. Obviously this stream is going to be uploaded later in that channel as well. But yeah, so today we're just gonna get everything set up. That way, we have no time wasting. Our next adventure wastes us, so there's no time to waste, alright? But no, yeah, hope everyone's doing okay, if anyone's watching. I already got my controller set up and everything else, so yeah, without further ado, this shouldn't be too long. Hopefully, this game shouldn't be too long. This game's kind of relatively short. Let me just check something real quick here, though. Yeah, sorry, I just gotta swap something out. Alright. There we go. That should be better. Sorry, I was trying to test out some new headphones, and apparently the noise cancellation is too much, so I need to hear myself for a bit. Alright. Let's get this open. And yes, I'm going to be starting a new save file. I'm not going to be deleting my old one, because there's no way in heck that I'm going to be doing 100% tonight, but also doing the game again 100%. So let me see if I can swap here. Should show up, hopefully. Yeah, it'll show up any minute. There we go. Alright, and obviously I'm going to be playing this with the PS5 controller, so that way it's easier and I can actually come closer to the microphone. But if anyone's able to tell me if the game's too loud or too quiet, and if I'm like too loud, then I can change it in the middle of it. Yeah, it should be good right there, hopefully. Let me just let me just get to my settings real quick. Let me see. Graphics, window. Yes, that's what I want. I obviously do want it windowed. I wouldn't say window, just, yeah. There we go. That's a lot better. Let me just change something real quick to the settings, because you obviously want to turn hints off. This is going to be annoying if you already play this game multiple times, so definitely make sure just to take that off. Okay, hopefully my controls should be good. Okay, so let me see back. Okay, that's A. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we should be good on controls as well. Yeah, nothing else to change. So, weird start we're going to do, but for this game, we're obviously going to start off with episode Shadow, mainly because that section is like a prequel to the main story. But, yeah, we'll see. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my volume. But yeah, obviously that mode is like a prequel to the story. This game's already been out for so many years, so obviously there's no spoilers ahead. But the only thing I can note here is that the music's kind of oddly nostalgic if you can hear it in the background, but it just reminds me how like this game well, we'll get to it, but obviously, yeah. Alright, let's see. Okay, episode shadow. Yeah, see, there you go. As I was talking about it. But yeah, if anyone's able to let me know in chat or not, I can just keep experimenting. Hopefully the game's not too loud. If I need to change anything in terms of volume, just let me know. So hopefully I don't have to change it in post. Alright, Episode Shadow is a prequel tale. Recommend playing through this. We're good. This game's already been out, so let's just get started. It was 1 month before the Doctor took over the world. The first time I encountered him. Wait, is that Shadow? I was supposed to be doing Shadow's voice. Dang it.
Shadow, we've got a report from the Intelligence Division. They've located an unknown base of operations that seems to be totally outside the chain of command for Eggman's army.
Ah, nice. Thanks for the info.
There's a large-scale troop presence, suspiciously large for a place with no strategic value.
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without reason.
I can, especially with the stories that we had for this year of Sonic.
No kidding. And there's a rumor.
Sorry, I just need to adjust that, sorry.
Looks like this won't be your garden variety recon mission.
Do it to it, Shadow.
Oh, see, they said the thing. Do it to it. That's a reference, right?
I'm more than enough on my own. I'll handle things my way.
Shadow, you're so cool. I love you.
Omega said the same thing. You two go together like chili and hot dogs.
That's weird, but alright.
I'm on my way.
Alright, and this remix obviously is pretty good. It's a good remix of from Shadow the Hedgehog, so. Alright, first stage, enemy territory. It's gonna be a while for me to get adjusted to the controls since I'm used to playing Shadow Generations and Sonic Frontiers, which is also 2 games I plan to stream later, but let's just give it a go and see how it goes. Oh god.
Keep going, Shadow.
Got it.
It feels kind of surreal playing it like this. Okay. Alright, now I'm just trying to get used to controls again. Okay, that's sidestep. Obviously you don't get a lot of controls in this game. Alright, let's go. And immediately the music turns into Vaseline. Love it. Not Vaseline, it just turns into like... Oh, fudge. Alright. I'm already screwing up.
You should have known better to send Omega off like this.
I just gotta. I'm trying to look up there so I can see if everything's going well on stream. I was trying to say that the music just sounds like a weird Game Boy speaker every time you boost. Oh, I can see a bit of a pop-up there in my PC. That's the power of PC gaming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the story. I need to... Oh, hang on. No. There you go. I guess that works. Yeah, I'm not gonna make an attempt to speedrun this, but obviously I'm not gonna get everything. This is just mostly a playthrough instead of a... Oh, instead of a... 100% completion.
Omega, what happened? What's going on over there? Unidentified system intrusion. Emergency withdrawal. IME 123 Omega, the most powerful.
Well, that's not good. I think the robot could have called for some backup, but apparently he didn't. That wasn't part of his intellect, apparently, or his programming. Omega, you gotta learn how to get help when you need it. We all have our strengths and weaknesses sometimes. There we go. Not bad. Not a bad start. Let's see if we get an S rank. Yeah, of course we would get an S rank. This game's easy. You should know that. This game's easy. It doesn't require any skill. Easy as pie. 0 deaths. That's going to be the challenge of this. 0 deaths throughout the whole game. We don't know this guy yet. We're just gonna pretend like we didn't see a secret yet. Or we see his appearance is what I meant to say.
It is the ultimate strength. And still more wonderful. A not so tall, dark, and brooding guest has arrived. I've been waiting for you, Shadow. Tell me
I mean, that is pretty much the best way to describe Shadow, I guess.
Things like him are of no consequence. Come,
Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the volume.
I don't know you. And the only thing of no consequence around here is that big mouth of yours. Oh, I suppose you would think so. Oh, yes.
And then we cue in the laughing later on.
You say you do not know me.
Wait, shh, we're not supposed to know him yet. That's gonna be later in the game.
To you, it was simply another in a long list of Eggman bases you tore down without a second thought.
I mean, this is Eggman we're talking about, so it's not like it's a no duh we have to just break everything he just makes. A couple of months ago. How many months? 6 months? Just like that one meme on the internet. 6 months? See, we even go from that distance to here. It has been 6 months. Alright. I remember not really liking this this level that much. It's mostly because the majority of this level is just this. You're just like water sliding for the most part. It's not really a very creative level or that engaging. Oh god. And also, every time you go in the air, it feels very slippery sometimes, the controls. I am playing with a PS5 controller, so I'm used to it, but... I mean, I'm pretty much... What I meant to say is that I'm pretty used to, like, playing with this controller, but obviously the controls of Forces, it's like hit or miss, but mostly misses. Oh, yep, see, that's what I take my attention off for 1 second. It sucks that we don't even have a checkpoint either. I guess that zero challenge is not happening every time soon. Why am I even trying to get the rings? It's not like gonna matter anyway.
Should have hired some defense squads for the defense squad. Hey, Doctor.
That was very clever of me. Thanks, me. I'm not even gonna try to do a shadow voice right now. I'm just trying to concentrate on not falling off this edge. Analyses? Is that how you pronounce it? Isn't it analysis? I don't know. What do I know? I'm not good in English anyway. Oh god, I'm not good with my grammar. Of course he is. He's the ultimate life form. We've already established that. It's kind of weird how they kind of did this. If you already know the origin of Infinite, I don't understand why they kind of explain it this way instead of just showing what Shadow did after before then. Because obviously Shadow did a few actions, which implies that he kind of like destroyed Infinite's squad. If you read the comments online, not comics, comics from the social media of Sonic the Hedgehog, you would see that he had a squad, but obviously it's implied that Shadow kind of destroyed them, for lack of a better term that we can't say, because Sega doesn't like the, you know, unalive word, so I kind of, but like I said, I kind of wish they'd explain Infinite's, origin story here. You're gonna see why.
Hey, you! You know you can hear me. You're captain of Squad Jackal, aren't you? Your squad was useless. Go clean up their mess already.
Yeah, I got it. You destroyed my squad. I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary. Take this!
I guess they couldn't render his face fully, so they just hid it by the camera. I never understood that either. It's not like he has much to hide from his face.
Worthless. Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again.
Cold. That's Cold Shadow. Oh, here it is, the infamous scene that everyone likes.
Afraid. Pathetic. Me. He's calling me weak. No, I am not weak. I'm
And there we go. Apparently that's how the villain origin is. Yeah, just call him a few tame words that you would hear a school bully say to you, and I guess you become an edgelord.
I let go of the old me, the one that was so weak, so that I could become stronger.
It really does remind me of like those old posts that people would make where it's like, this is me in real life and this is me in my gamer self.
To my will, I was reborn.
Oh my god. I can't even take it seriously, sadly. Let me see if the... Well, sorry, I'm trying to see if the volume is still good. It's hard to tell.
I've only become what I am because of you, yet you don't remember. But I suppose that's the way it goes.
Yeah, Infinite, sadly, that's how it is nowadays. People don't really tend to remember a lot of things. But it makes sense. You have your priorities. You got work, jobs. You got to keep busy with your life, so...
Better to remember.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it like that, but alright.
Now you've become nothing more than an insect.
Calm down, bro. Everything's not about you. Question mark. Question mark.
I have become unstoppable. Take this.
They could have just played an animation, but you know what? The sound effects works too. Oh yeah, this is the last stage for Shadow. It's kind of weird how we didn't really get a lot of stages for this side of Shadow, because I kind of wish they would expand it a bit more, or at least explore Infinite's like story between, because like I feel like if the whole point was to explore Infinite's origin and kind of like have that through with Shadow being like the plot device for that, then they could have expanded it a little bit more. I'm just saying, because especially considering later in the game, if you know, they only play Infinite's theme for like a few seconds. I feel like, why would they bother composing or producing a track like that only for it not to be used as much later in the game? So it's like, they could have easily just put that in the credits music if they expanded this mode more, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably just ranting here, but we'll just go through the last stage. Oh boy, Green Hill! I just noticed. Oh crap.
Do you read me?
That guy. What happened to Infinite?
What are you mumbling about, Shadow?
He's in my head now.
Anybody home?
Oh crap! Sorry. I got very button friendly there.
Shadow, do you read me?
That guy. What happened to Infinite?
He did something with my mind. Now all I hear is Linkin Park and... Oh god! I'm trying to make a joke here.
Shadow? Shadow? Shadow, do you read me?
All I can hear is Linkin Park and Deftones.
What are you mumbling about, Shadow?
That's what I tried to say. Oh my god, these controls, I swear, they're really not very good. It's really hard to make jumps sometimes.
3 months ago, remember? Get it together.
I will get it together once you... You know what, I'm not gonna say it, actually. There's just been some unsavory things about that voice actress, but I'm not gonna get to it here. Okay. Also, this remix is pretty good, supporting me. Yeah. It's probably one of my favorite variations of supporting me, honestly, in my opinion. But that's just me. I do think the one in Shadow Generation is pretty good too, but... Not but it's still pretty good. It's just like, oh my god, I listened to this one more times.
Probably because it never really happened.
What? Omega?
I love this level design. Straight, just going through it in a straight line. My favorite moment.
What is this? My head.
It's all those heavy EDMs and heavy rock music that you hear, Shadow. Maybe it gives you like brain migraines. Might as well just take a break from listening to them. Oh, nope. I'm just gonna vibe to the music until this is gone. There we go. Not my best run, but, you know, it will do for the final level. Yeah, not gonna be trying a whole lot hard. How dare you send me to Green Hill? That's my least favorite stage of the whole entire game. And that's pretty much all the Sonic fans when they heard Green Hill Chemical Plant was coming back for this game.
This is reality, Shadow. Your reality. I didn't expect to see you come back alive, but you must admit.
It's kind of hard to talk over when you obviously need to hear the characters talk as well. I know the story's not interesting, but I obviously don't want to like talk over them.
This power, before we've even tuned it, just as I thought, it is unrivaled. Not even Sonic will be able to stand against.
That is a very high ego right there. Come on, do you even know where you are? This is Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course the villain's not gonna win. It would be interesting if that happened, though. If the villain actually won. Which was the whole point of the story, but we'll get into that later.
What is this? Stop. Where do you think you're going, Infinite?
My planet needs me. That's where I'm going.
Shadow? Shadow! Finally, the connection's back. What are you doing?
Rouge?
Forget it. Get away from there as soon as you can. There are explosions going off all over. The facility's about to collapse.
If only we can actually see this happening so we can feel any emotion to this.
Withdrawing now. What's the meaning of all this?
Another explosion, yet we still don't see any visuals. I understand it was because of budget reasons, but even then, like, you could have at least tried to give us some type of visual. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna skip this cutscene if it comes up, but we'll see.
The truth?
What's the point of lying about it? Eggman got a beat on Sonic and mounted a massive assault. I mean,
Wait,
sure,
bed or
it's
beat?
A for effort, but it's nothing to worry about.
Is it? Did she meant to say beat?
Now, Sonic is there too, so I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
Minor spelling mistake. I win. Ooh, love that reverb. Definitely not not my first time editing in Audacity.
Imagine the doctor would do something like that without.
Why does it sound like Shadow's whispering sometimes?
Shadow, this is not good. Hurry, get over there.
My parents are not home.
What happened?
I really need to stop joking every time. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this because we're gonna see it anyways in the main game. And yeah, that was it. That was episode Shadow. So very underwhelming. But that's what, again, that was meant to explain Infinite's origin. I get what they were trying to do, but I feel like if they were trying to use Shadow as like a device to like pretty much tell his story throughout all that, it's like it didn't really work out. I feel like they really could have just fleshed it out just a bit more, and obviously the whole motive that he has where like just Shadow just calls him weak, and then like that's how he pretty much gets the where he basically gets the idea to become reborn. I don't know, it's just I feel like they could have just done something a little bit better. It doesn't have to be like a side game like Shadow Generations, but they could have really just expanded it a bit more is all I'm saying, and maybe even again just see what happened with Infinite's crew, and then maybe even give us even more of a bit of a detail showcasing what made Infinite even go more into that route of like obviously hiding away his own self and like becoming this new persona. Maybe it's just because I want to use that excuse for like, oh, they can just play Infinite's theme at the end of the credits after this mode, but they don't. So I don't know. It's again, it came out in 2017. We already know Infinite's not the most memorable villain, but I really would have liked to see what they've done because I like this. I like his song. I like his design. It's just like obviously his backstory and everything else. Just is very lacking. He's just there for the sake of looking cool. But I just wanted to talk about that since I feel like that's what Episode Shadow was trying to showcase, trying to put more spot or more light is what I want to say. Is what I want to say. Sorry, I can't speak today for Infinite, but oh well. All right, going on to the main game now, the main event, Sonic Forces. Yeah, time to play this game that I'm sure everyone likes.
Sonic, how are you? And all of that loathing has been focused into this invincible instrument of destruction.
Well, I mean, you gotta show your dedication some way.
The humiliation at the Hedgehog's hands will be returned 1,000-fold by my unstoppable creation. This is my dream come true. With this invention, I can expand the Eggman Empire across the globe and conquer the world!
Also, that's kind of weird too, because we see Infinite in like a test tube, but you would think that they would show the same part where like he just puts on the Phantom Ruby on his chest. And yes, that is the same Phantom Ruby from Sonic Mania. Oh boy, Green Hill! It's almost as if this is one of my favorite spots growing up. Oh god. Listen, we all know... Yes, I am playing it on level hard, but it's really... Again, this game is super easy. It's not really that hard.
Sonic, Eggman's forces are surging into the city. We need you here now.
Hold on, Tails. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. Don't worry. Just make sure to hold a chili dog for me. But yeah, no, like, this game... Oh, God. Just letting you know, I'm not even, like, moving the analog stick. I'm just pressing boost. Or actually, yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna press boost this whole time in this level and see how easy it is.
I guess all kinds of things show up when your neighborhood turns into a desert. Peanut's gonna be a chore.
I'm literally just holding down the boost button. Just pressing square.
Sand everywhere. Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now.
You know, it was 2010, Sonic. You sometimes gotta just forgive it. We're in a good place now. Let's not dwell on it. Green Hill, more like Sand Hill. That was meant to be a joke from that one video where the guy just says goodwill, more like badwill.
This is it for Green Hill, but the city must be close. Let's get ready for some action.
Yeah, I bet the action's very high stake and very high paced. That's what I meant to say. Jeez, I cannot talk today, I swear. And that was just it. That was me just pressing the boost button. I wasn't even using the analog stick. This game, literally, here's the joke. Here's the funny thing. This game isn't hard. The only thing hard mode does is that it takes away all your rings instead of just, like, losing a small bit of it. So, literally, you can watch anyone else play this game, and it'll literally be the same thing. There's really no difference between what I'm doing right now. Don't worry. I'll save you, you two-town rejects. Has anyone ever played those games? Toontown? That was one of my games growing up. One of my childhood games growing up is what I meant to say.
Behold the power of my ultimate masterpiece!
Shadow, it's you?
Wait, but Eggman didn't create you.
Zavok. Metal. Chaos.
Oh, Chaos! I hope they do something really great with him, because it's been a long time since we've seen that guy.
Whoa, this guy is faster than Sonic.
And there we go. That's when everyone was like, oh my god, this guy is serious business, because he's faster than Sonic.
Gotta scan him. Figure this out.
Oh, wait, my mouse is over here. Gotta move that. Don't want it to disrupt from the high action sequences.
What are you doing? Go!
Also, what is it with Tails not doing anything? He's just literally just not helping Sonic at all.
Readings are all messed up. They don't make any sense.
Bro got hit with a 5-6 piece combo and just said, nah, alright, I'm done. Why did you help me? And we don't see anything. Yeah, we're just relegated to block of text.
Eggman's army is unstoppable. Without Sonic, the people are losing hope and giving into despair.
Despair is a luxury we don't have.
I still dream that Sonic is with us. Do you think he might
Dead, most likely.
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. Sonic is gone, Amy, and Tails is just lost it.
You would think they would do a better job showcasing that, but we don't really see that.
We've been hoping for a miracle these past 6 months, but I'm afraid we have to make our own miracle.
But you're telling me all these characters that have done great feats throughout the Sonic games couldn't even done anything in 6 months without Sonic? I find that hard. I find that hard to believe.
everyone is terrified? Isn't a new recruit joining us?
Oh god, what is wrong with your eye, Charmy?
Survived from the city.
Your left eye is like all screwed up.
File now.
Oh yep, here comes the best part. You actually get to create your own character, so I guess that's the joke of Toontown, so. Alright, we get to create our own avatar. Normally I would let someone else choose for me, but you know what? I'm gonna do it for myself. You know what? Let's go with female. Let's change it up a bit. Let's see. Definitely not hedgehog. Oh yeah, the weird thing about this is that depending on what species you go for, you get like some unique abilities. It's not really a whole lot. Like heck, the bird only does like a double jump, and obviously, dog just lets you keep some rings after you're knocked out. So, I'm gonna go with the wolf. Why not? Head shape. Never really know much in terms of style of hair, or at least in this particular case, fur. I'm kind of in between these two. That's the thing I do like about this game. I really do like how you can actually create things, like characters, like avatars, and like that was something that I kind of feel like a lot of people praise, because like there's like a lot that you can do, because in the game you complete missions and like you do the stages and you actually get more clothes items. I do kind of wish they kind of went a bit more further in terms of giving you like eye size or various parts of like the avatar's like features to make it a bit more customizable. But for what we have, like you can actually make a lot of things. I kind of like this here, but yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. Why not? Skin. Definitely not. Definitely not that color. Let's see. I could go for the easy, just tan or just white skin. Or actually, no. Trying to see. I definitely do already have an idea for what I want to do the fur color. Definitely cyan in some way, but I want to see if it will work well with the skin. You know what, let's just go for that for now. Let's see, should I make the eyes bored or just normal? I don't know. Let's see. Or definitely no eyes at all. Or these weird eyes. Yes, that is the face of someone who's ready to go into war. Definitely gotta put some distance between that, though. Obviously, we don't want to get lost into them too much. Next thing you know, you're gonna be staring down to the abyss of some type of realm. Staring down to the abyss of, like, the pits of darkness. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna just keep the standard default. Let's see, what do I want to make the eyes? I always did like purple. Or should I go with yellow? Ooh, that wouldn't be bad. It's hard to choose because obviously I already know what I want to do for fur color, but I just want to see if it will clash well with it. See, I guess that color won't be too bad. There we go, finally. Let's see. Too much of that. Too much of that type of cyan. Looks a little too bright. Let me see here. I feel like this does actually seem fine for the most part, but I do like this one though. It kind of looks more vibrant. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that one for now. Base suit color, I guess. Red's kind of weird. I guess we'll go for purple for now. Oh yeah, the voice thing is kind of weird. It's like it gives you samples of it, but it sounds weird. This kind of sounds weird. I don't know. We'll go for the middle one. Alright, what would they do in this situation as their victory pose? Would they just break dance all of a sudden? Let's see. Queen energy, I guess you can say. Let's see. I do like that one though. That one's always been my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that'll be fine for now. If I make any adjustments, I can change it later. Even though it's not really that serious. I'll come up with a name eventually, but that's going to be the character I'm playing as. Oh, it's kind of weird seeing Knuckles as a commander for some reason. I'm not a kid, I'm 23.
Doesn't look like much.
Neither do you, Charmy, but I still managed to find a use for your pointy butt. Here, kid, take this. We're depending on you.
Yeah, just take this weird gun. No explanation at all. You don't need anything else than that. Take this gun and pack some heat. You know, that's the motto of going into war. You know, in the times we're living right now, I could make that joke, but I think for the life of me, I'm not gonna make it just cause. Wait, I could play as Shadow? Wasn't he just the enemy just now? Well, suddenly changed his mind. The fact that, like, he wasn't satisfied with how Infinite was running things, I don't know.
I've just received some incredible news. Sonic is alive.
Even though he just died!
No way. That's excellent.
That's terrible! How are we gonna make our own spin-off games now? Sonic is still gonna be the front lines of the main spotlight.
Oh, thank goodness! I knew it!
He's captured in the orbiting prison. My spy there says he's in a solitary confinement cell. They've been torturing him for months.
Yeah, you would think Sonic would be worse for wear, but he's not. So he's just acting as if nothing happened. Also, if you look at Amy's face long enough, it is kind of weird that she has a smile, even though what Knuckles said is kind of serious. He's been tortured for months. Oh man.
That's horrible! We have to rescue him!
Plan's already happening, Amy. I've got a squad on the way to the spaceport in the chemical plant to borrow a shuttle.
Just say steal a shuttle at this point.
Who's up for an old school style jailbreak?
I mean, I guess why not? I mean, that is what we're supposed to do.
SBO here. My team's engaging the enemy in the orbital tunnel. I think we can hold them off for now.
I will say though, even though this game does a few things wrong, it kind of looks really nice in terms of graphics. It kind of looks like it obviously shows like the potential that the new engine they were making for the game would look like. Also, if you stand here long enough, you get some idle animations. Yep. Apparently, that's something that Sonic doesn't have, so it's kind of weird. Also, this music's pretty good. Also, funny thing is that you don't have any camera control, so you can't really move the camera even if you wanted to. Oh, yep. You have a gun now, so all you can do is just start blasting off like this. Also, that is the face of someone who's, again, who's ready for war. Have to. Also, this is like this is one of the levels that showcase like the weird automated speed. Like if you look at the ground, you start off by running, and it just like you just shoot off out of nowhere. It's like it's jarring sometimes. It also makes platforming kind of iffy. Yeah, you just hold down the trigger and just fire away. No other input needed. You can just do this. See? Easy. Easy game. Oh, hang on. I gotta show off. Okay, well, I can't really talk. I gotta show off the game's new mechanic. Yep, see? Yep. Great to have that, you know? No need to do any input. Just let the game play itself. Alright. That's enough showing how much the game's broken. Listen, nothing in this game that you do is broken. It just, everything you do in the game just shows how much the game's broken. So you would think, oh, this thing actually just makes the game, it breaks the game. But no, in reality, no matter what you do, it just shows how much the game's broken by itself. Oh, we got our first QTEs. You gotta be careful, guys. If I press the wrong button, who knows what will happen. Might as well. I was gonna fail, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We gotta give this girl our first good impressions. We have to make sure we're capable for this mission. Ah! Nothing happened. I just tripped. My controller wasn't working, so that's what happened. I'm so good. I'm so good for this mission, guys. That was always weird to me. Every time I heard that line, the alerts. Doesn't she mean the alarm? It always sounded weird to me when she said it like that. When this game came out. At least the lyrics are good. I would, but I'm currently trying to rail grind like as if I'm in Tony Hawk's skateboard game. At least the background's actually pretty nice too. I just wish we can actually explore areas like that. Yeah, I think I'm already debating about changing the eye color for some reason. I might do that later. Oh boy. Yep, now we get the option to change our avatar. This game, yeah, and you get some weird, yes, the Sonic t-shirt, of course. That's back when like Sega was kind of like hip and cool by putting a lot of the memes in these games. Also, this soundtrack's pretty good too. At least you get to listen to some really good music as you customize your character. Not a whole lot of options right now. I guess I can wear that mask, but we're not gonna go for it right now. See, now that I have my fur color, I think I'm gonna go with yellow. I feel like yellow's a good pick. Should be vibrant, or yeah, that'll be fine. I think I'm gonna go with yellow for now. Show my appreciation. That's how I'm gonna show my memes. Yeah, we'll just go for that for now. Why not? Yeah, I like green more. I was like, get used to the screen because obviously I'm gonna be customizing the character as we go on. We can go for the naked hands though. It's so weird. All right, never. Or I guess we can just be safe for our current time right now, but nah. Yeah, we'll go for that for now. Obviously, we don't have a lot of options, but that's the thing about this game. You get those later on. Oh, I wonder what next character we're gonna play as now. Come on, Tails. You could do better than that. You're brave, aren't you? You already beat this guy in his, like, 4th stage. In his 4th stage. Also, believe it or not, we don't even fight Chaos. That's the last time we see him in this game.
You're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you? Right. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't!
Do you know how you got here? Maybe the power that Eggman is using is somehow affecting other dimensions. Which might work to our advantage. I mean, everything happens for a reason, right? We need to save the world, and maybe that's why you're here. To help save the world. Either way, it's still good to see you, Sonic. Heck, it's good to see any Sonic.
I wish that's something that fans can actually appreciate nowadays. Oh no, I forgot. I can't even play with the D-pad with Classic Sonic. Not like it matters, because Classic Sonic controls weird in these stages. Also, that's something interesting to note, is that even in this game, even if you fail, half the time they're gonna have like things that help you not die, basically, or lose a life, as they put it. Because they either put like a spring to prevent your fall, or anything at all to just make sure like you don't lose. Because even if you try hard enough, you can't even get like a bad rating. You can always get like an A or B if you consider that good for what you do.
They've made a total mess of this place. We have to stop Eggman and end this war quick.
It's kind of strange too, because now that I'm seeing like the robots in the background, it is a shame they didn't make us avoid them as hazards, because they did that for Shadow Generations, and I feel like they did it a pretty good job of it in terms of like the 2D sections, but apparently no, they didn't really thought of that for this game. Apparently, they could have easily just put in like just one of the robots just like shooting their arms at you in the background. You just have to dodge it, but that's really it. Oh, sorry, Tails, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just got through the stage that quickly. Yeah, see? We get new items now. Oh, that was it? Okay. Well, I mean, obviously you're not going to get a whole lot, because we're obviously going through this game quickly. Dang, I've been recording for an hour already. Yep, those guys are dead. Infinite just killed them. Oh my god. I didn't think she would be wearing the Sonic shirt. It's especially hard to take you seriously wearing that meme shirt. Hi, Rouge. Why did you sounded so weird just now?
He's been better. They're getting ready to banish him into space.
Why do you sound like you're trying to seduce someone, Rouge? Isn't this like a serious topic we're supposed to be discussing?
Eggman's been keeping Sonic alive all this time. He's been waiting to show him his completed empire before banishing him.
Torturing Sonic just to pass the time. Oh, that's low, even for Eggman.
I mean, it's not really the worst Eggman's done. Do you remember in Sonic Unleashed where he pretty much split the whole Earth into different pieces? I feel like that's even worse than what he's doing right now, but I don't know, it's just me.
And is moving forward with his plan ahead of schedule. The clock is ticking, boss.
Not gonna say anything, no comment.
We don't even know where he's being held captive. Yes, we do. Eggman rebuilt the Death Egg. That's where he's keeping Sonic.
That's just Sega's way to make new, not new, that's just Sega's way to bring back old levels and playing them as new.
Oh man, that's not good.
It's not like we destroyed that thing countless times.
None of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war.
Yeah, no. It speaks for itself.
You all know what to do. Let's go get Sonic.
Oh, nice. The missions. I'm definitely not going to check that out. Anyway, we got some new clothes, so might as well just do that quickly. I like the ears. I'm going to keep the ears. We'll go for these gloves for now, at least for a bit of change. And change in decor. Oh, actually... It's gonna be like kind of inconsistent because we don't have anything to show for in terms of what we do, but you know what? Just for the fun of it, we're just gonna mix it up every now and then, so. Alright, next up, Prison Hall. Another Avatar stage that feels very automated.
Listen up, rookie. Our other forces are busy dealing with enemies. It looks like you took the best route. It's up to you to save Sonic now.
I hope I'm not too loud, because I obviously do want to at least balance out the game's audio, so hopefully I'm not too loud to that point. Oh, I missed it. How did I miss? It's so easy. Oh, okay. That's fair. There we go. That's what I meant to do for the first one. I just hate that we keep switching to 2D, because I feel like, even though this is thanks, Rouge. I was gonna say, it's kind of weird, because, like, obviously I do appreciate making these, like, old levels and make it kind of have, like, this more modernized take on them, like, at least designing it to make it at least a little different. But you barely get to explore it, and especially in the 3D space, because, again, after Frontiers, I keep comparing it, but it's true. In Frontiers, you're able to explore a lot of the area. So I just wish they were able to do that for this game, to just explore like an open zone space where like you can just look at these new, how would I say it? Basically like this new take on like an old but familiar area or level. God, I can't. Yeah, level. I meant to say. Yeah, not really much to do here. It's pretty much just playing Temple Run now. Or Subway Surfers, whatever the two. I don't really care. Alright, we got it. Done. I just realized I'm not even showing my tail. I gotta fix that. Oh, I can also be the quarterback of a good foot. Oh no, that's not good. Listen, you do you, but that's not for me. That's not for her. That's not for this girl. I don't know her name yet. I'm trying to think of a good name for her. Shoot, it's gonna come to me. I am gonna give her a name eventually, but yeah. Oh, we get to face Savok. He's my favorite of the Sonic boss villain of Rogue Gallery, I guess you can say. Alright. Well, actually, hang on. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be going to this menu a whole lot. So I can be the quarterback of a sports team, but, you know, we're not gonna do that right now. Yeah, we're gonna go for the rundown sneakers. Why not? A cape? Now I can really show my superhero status. Hang on, I'm thinking. Nope. It looks weird like that. I guess I could change the bodysuit if I wanted to, or the bodysuit color. Yeah, we'll change it for black for now, because that's just more fitting. Yeah, that'll do for now. Alright, time to face Zavok. Definitely the first good boss fight, right? Yeah, I feel like that comment's directed on, you know what I mean. That side of the internet for Sonic.
Getting out of your chains does not make you free. Now, come and face the inevitable.
Ha! The only thing inevitable here is my foot kicking your butt.
Nice to know that Zavok's still as useless as ever, but oh no, he's got a giant B-Mech. No, he means serious business. Yeah, I cringed too, don't worry.
Come out and fight me yourself, and I'll mop you up real quick. Impudent runt. I'm going to savor watching you suffer.
Man, I love the banter. It's very... It has some really good chemistry and dynamic. So yeah, really all you do in this... All you do in this boss... No, my rings! All you do in this boss is just pretty much dodge his attacks and just wait for him to crash down. And then you just beat him up like that. I would have still liked if you can actually jump when he crashes onto the ground, so that way it'd be more... Like, you would feel the weight when he does that, but I guess not. So I didn't decide we didn't need that. We just needed that pure automation. That's the thing. I feel like the only explanation as to why Sega or Sonic Team, whoever was responsible for doing the direction of the game design here, it's like, I don't understand why they put a lot of automation in this game. I feel like it wasn't really warranted, because Sonic, for the most part, it's not really a hard franchise to beat. Oh boy. Oh crap, yeah, that's when he's gonna start doing that. But as I was saying, it's weird that they just do the automation so much, but I think it's because I guess they just didn't want the game to break or fix the game's glitches, because there's still plenty of them, but I guess that's why the automation exists, because they weren't given enough time to tweak it out. Not to say the game would have been different if they did have more time, but who knows? Maybe there was a lot of ideas that didn't get realized, but it's hard to tell what the state of this game would have been if it gotten more time and obviously more of a budget. Oh, there we go. We're done.
No! How could I lose to the likes of you again?
That was a blast. Bring some chili dogs next time.
Nice comeback. Oh man, alright, yeah, like I said, very easy. You really cannot fail these levels at all. Daily, who's coming back to this game playing it daily? Are they even anyone playing this game daily anymore? I don't think so. Hey, we got like the skull shirt. That's nice. And got some extra stuff to go along with it too. Yep, more things to look at.
It's that sound again.
I always did think it was a neat idea to put
Thinking, it's time for running.
funny running moment there. I say sarcastically. No, what I was gonna say, it's like I kind of do think it was a neat idea to add the Phantom Ruby from Sonic Mania and kind of like integrate it in this story, but again, it's just a lot of ideas that they just kind of threw together trying to make something out of it, but obviously didn't really do a good job in its execution. That's really just me though. Trying to see if the is that better in terms of the volume of the game? Hang on. Hopefully that's better. I don't want myself to be too loud where the game's not hearable. But yeah, hopefully that's better. All right, stage 6.
Yes, they found out I escaped. Oh well, time to kiss this yawn fest goodbye.
You sure about that, Sonic? Okay, sorry, I just had to do that. All right, now time to show off my real skill of this level.
Whoa, we're off planet. I guess anyone who crosses Eggman gets a one-way trip to space. No way I'm sticking around here. There's nothing to run on.
What about these floating platforms, Sonic? This is how you run and gain some more speed. You can't really say there's nothing to run on if you can actually run on things.
I don't do well in tight spaces. I'll pay back Eggman for putting me in this jam later.
Wait, does he mean to say that he has some form of claustrophobia? Oh yeah, I forgot to showcase. So there is a glitch that you can do in this level where if you're boosting and you don't hit the spring for this section here, the one I'm crouching down for, Sonic just flies with the boost, and it kind of just shows how broken they made the boost, at least in that regard. But no, I mean, it's just funny to me that they It's just funny to me that they kind of just made the boost that OP, but I feel like that's the common theme for this game. It's just a lot of things that they could have just at least tweaked out here and there. Yeah, there we go. Oh hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. Looking at the chat. Nothing much, just playing Sonic Forces. That's all it is. Good to hear. Oh yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat, so that's why I'm saying that. I just don't have it displayed here on the screen because obviously there's not a lot of people watching. So, but I will eventually if there's a lot of people that are formed as an audience. Yeah, that retry wouldn't have happened if I just actually played the game normally, but you know, I just did it for the joke. Nice, nice. Getting some new things to customize with. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to go for the silly route. I really do want to like actually customize my avatar at least, and to a nice degree. I still don't know a name for her yet.
Easy there. Everything's cool. Are you here to rescue me?
I mean, she is a wolf, and I did give her that cyan color, so maybe. We'll just go with Aurora. You know, Aurora Borealis, just because of the cyan color. I don't know. Maybe you guys can decide what name to give her. I don't know, in the comments later once I put this in the streaming archive channel that I have. Yeah, definitely visit my main channel if you're able to. I have the links in my bio on Twitch.
Sonic, finding you alive is the best news we've had in months. And here's the bad news. Our intel indicates Eggman's got a weapons factory in Green Hill, pumping out munitions for his war effort.
And they really could have gone some more original stages, but you know what? Again, this game's been out for so long. There's no point in talking about it.
No kidding. Look, Sonic, I know you just got back, but we're spread thin. Can you take care of this? We need that factory in Green Hill destroyed. Take the rookie with you.
You sure about this? The kid was shaking like a leaf the whole time we were at the Death Egg.
I mean, come on. You can't really blame them. They've been in a new situation.
Because it's cold in space.
You have to get that experience with Sonic. That's just his way of living. That's how he does in his adventures.
Sonic, you take the lead. Rookie, and just make sure you take good notes.
Yes, there will be a pop quiz later, so make sure you take all those good notes.
This sounds like a good start.
I still refuse to believe that that Sonic and his friends couldn't, not Sonic, his friends could have done anything to at least make the situation better in terms of like helping out without Sonic's assistance. Again, like if you look back at the previous games, they obviously did a lot more without him, but it is what it is, I guess. I like that color more. I am no character designer, but obviously I'm just trying to go with what I feel is right. That would be weird. Or... Oh, that's good to know. Good thing. I actually did work on graphic designing myself a little bit, but obviously it didn't go anywhere. But even then, I'd still do it just to create a few things when it comes to like my my stream stuff, but it's good to know that you have that. I mean, sure, yeah, if you want to. I probably won't. I mean, I'm always gonna have to look back and forth because I have my other chat here on my right, but yeah. Alright. I do like this track too. I do, but unfortunately I haven't been using it frequently. I'm kind of like taking a break with Discord. It's like a lot of personal things happening. Anyway, I'm just gonna let this happen. I'm just gonna grab a sandwich real quick. So you know what? Just watch the gameplay go by itself.
Yeah, that's how it's done. We've got unstoppable speed and timing. We just have to keep this up. Bingo, found a way in.
You should be able to get into the factory through there. Stay alert.
No, I'm kidding. I'm still here. That too. I kind of have it privated for, again, personal reasons, but in terms of social media, I just really don't have a lot of them. I do have a Blue Sky though, so you can check it out. Yeah, I do have a Blue Sky, so you can check it out through my Twitch About Me page if you wanted to. Oh crap! I forgot to get the. Oh, I can work with the burst. I was gonna say I forgot to use the lightning wisp on for this section. Definitely don't want to like spend time playing these battles back to back. I was gonna say I really do like the track that plays outside of this level, mainly because like if you listen to the full duration, it's really nice. But it's just a shame that like you only hear it for a few seconds and then like it goes back to like the not industrial, but it goes to fist bump and then it just switches to like this track, which isn't bad, but it's just not my preferred track to listen to. Oh, you see all that poppin'? That's the power of PC gaming, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know why I was even worried.
Alright, there we go. The stage is done. Alright. Hang on. I just gotta... I'll see if I can. I'll probably do it after the stream, just so like I don't lose the momentum that I'm going through right now. But yeah, I'll definitely take a picture of that and see if I can do that later. Let me see here. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I just gotta do that real quick.
Something is attacking inside the Mystic Jungle. Silver is fighting him, or it, or whatever. Just hurry!
Hey, you don't know, it's 2025. You gotta respect their pronouns.
I'm looking forward to a second round with this guy.
Alright, stage 8. I forgot to change my character, but that's gonna be later. Why so many dash pads from the beginning? I feel like, again, we could just go through the boosts and just not need to worry about speed at all, but again, that's just me. Alright, time to activate my speed running tactics. Or not. Ah! I take back what I said. There we go, speed running tactics. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. I gotta go up here. Yep, secret route. No, it's not really a secret if they intend for you to find it, but it's just kind of like one of those alternative pathways that you can take. I feel like that's how weirdly inconsistent Sonic Forces is. It's just finding these weird parts of the level that you can actually go through, but you don't really have the time to explore it because you're mostly just boosting throughout all of this, but... Again, not much you can do after that, since the game's already. I keep saying it, but the game's already been out for a long time, so. I feel like that was worth it. I just wanted to see that.
We can't hold any longer. You've done plenty. Great job.
You've located that unknown enemy. They're in the ruins up ahead.
Great, Amy. I'll make sure everyone's efforts weren't in vain.
They sure won't be. I gotta get that good A ranking, you know.
On the radar. Something from the jungle.
Okay, let's do it seriously this time.
I guess all the explosions riled it up.
Yeah, you really don't have to time it. You can just pretty much press the buttons and you'll be good to go.
You're so gonna regret that. Hedgehogs don't make good snacks.
I'm just gonna mash real quick. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. And then if you go here,
Enemy readings are closing in on you, Sonic.
Time to meet our mysterious foe.
it's weird that they don't trigger that dialogue when you're blasting through here, but eh. I don't know if they've just placed it somewhere. Because like who's ever gonna like be stuck on that place or that area and then like they trigger that dialogue. B ranking, not bad. It was worth it just to see that. Oh, we got the gamer hat! Now we could be a true pro at this game. Alright, boss fight time. Second boss of the game. We're not even that. It's kind of funny, we're already 10 stages done, and we're kind of like a quarter through the main game.
It keeps the rabble in mind. Shows them that there is no hope.
Does anyone but you believe your lies? Huh.
See,
Time to tag out, Silver. I got it from here.
And there it is, his theme. Again, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I kind of wish they played it longer, but that's just me.
you reek.
I'm probably the only one that misses it.
Glad to see I left you refreshed.
That's not fear. I ran all the way over.
That's gamer sweat. That's how much time and hours I spent sitting on this gaming chair.
You may call me Infinite. In the brief moments that remain to you.
Oh, great. See, infinite.
No, I do take care of my hygiene, don't worry.
Favorite color? You like long romantic walks on the beach? What's the source of your power? You can skip the first two questions.
This song's pretty good though.
The source of my power is none of your concern.
Sorry, but you've just got to share the secret of your power with me. I insist.
Your insistence is futile.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! Sonic, you okay?
No, I don't think he will. Unfortunately. Oh, here we go. I love this track though. I'm more excited about the music than the actual boss fight, but that's just me.
Still thrashing around, I see. Filthy little sewer rat.
Haven't you seen a hedgehog before? Come on, I'll show you my spine.
Yeah. Although I will say, even though I did joke about it, I do like how you can hear certain exchanges with the villains that you fight in this game. And then, like, obviously having that type of banter. It could have been written better, but for what it is, it's not bad. Also, I do like how they took some elements of Lost World into this boss fight. Lost World wasn't really one of my... It's not really my... I wouldn't even say favorite. It's just more so it's one of those games I just play, but... Again, I can see the ideas, but it's just, again, the execution was still lacking in certain areas. Yeah, this boss is actually relatively easy if you know what you're doing. Yep, there we go. See? Already done. Not much to do after that.
Impossible. Your abilities exceed your previous data.
Unlike mechs, I can grow. I get more powerful every second.
I will teach you to hold that tongue next time you meet. You can count on it.
Yeah, and Infinite, for someone that claims to be like the toughest of waves, you're not really living up to your full potential. Alright. Now that that's done. And we finally got the cube Wispawn. I need to change the Wispawns. I keep forgetting to do that. I mean, I don't keep forgetting. I literally just forgot about it recently, so... good time as any to go to the closet, then. Oh, nice. Another bot. Thank you. That's what I needed. I had another bot in the first stream, which was like cheap viewers, but this one's like a different one. Yeah. Taste the defeat of my space pixel orbs. I would have really liked to see Infinite actually throw hands, but just the fact that they Sorry, I can't talk today. The fact that they relegated to him just throwing just orbs at you is like, I don't know. It's... Come on, you could have at least done something better than that. Alright, time to go to the fitting room. Definitely going to change the Wispawn later, but it just depends on what next stage we're going to play on. Let's see. Nah, I don't want to hide my ears. I definitely want to keep it like that. I definitely don't want to hide my face either. Yeah, why not? Just to have it clash with that. We can worry about the shoes later. Ooh, wait. Yeah, I can finally get that belt that I wanted. There we go. Yeah, that worked nicely. That'll be it for now. Yeah. No need to change it too much.
I failed Sonic. Well, I mean this world, Sonic.
Need to grab some water now.
But you're here now. It's like the world needs a Sonic. Any Sonic to keep things in balance.
Even movie Sonic? Huh? Movie tie-in game coming in soon. I would actually like a movie tie-in game for Sonic. Or for movie Sonic. It would actually be really nice, especially after Frontiers. It would be really cool to see.
Hey, the sensor is picking up Eggman. Let's hurry.
And hurry we shall, because this game is not very long. Oh yeah. Love this track. It's like a cheese grater to the ears. Ah! Or I guess I can say spikes to the ears. See what I did there? Nah, don't laugh about that. That was a terrible joke. It's weird because like this music is not terrible, but obviously they could have done better with like more not cohesive, just more better sounding instruments or virtual instruments, I would say. Because the melody is not bad, it's just the instruments they use for this track is kind of iffy. I do like the audio muffling here, though. But why is it only in that section? I don't know. This game's filled with weird decisions and style choices. You're not wrong about that, Tails. That's what I was just saying. Gotta get them rings. Oh, no. That always screws me up for some reason. And done, you know, because how fast can you go for that point? Yeah, buddy. Getting more pieces of clothes. That's the main goal of this whole game. It's not winning the war. It's getting as many accessories and clothes as you can to upgrade my drip and style. I might put on the gamer hat just for the laughs, but we'll see. Alright, now we get to face off against Eggman, because why not?
And with that, the disposal of the Phantom Ruby prototype is complete.
I always thought it was weird how the Phantom Ruby looked like a piece of candy for me, like rock candy.
Only a being with my strength of will could ever act.
Surprised nobody has made an idea for that, making Phantom Ruby candy or Chaos Emerald candy, just like the shape of them and the detail of them.
Run into Sonic
Of course, what is it with villains and letting their enemies live? Like, they could have easily just take them out, but nope. Wait, if it's been decades, then how old is Sonic, really? He's meant to be 15 years old. I just now realized that piece of dialogue.
Of course! When it's complete, the resistance will be erased. The world will be nothing but ashes, from which a glorious Eggman Empire will rise.
And the resistance will yield to the Phantom Ruby's power. All will submit.
Eh, it's all talk and no bite, man. Come on. You gotta do better than that. Yes, me. I'm back for the second time. It's almost as if Sega wants me to keep coming back just to maybe boost the sales. Hey, nothing wrong with being a fan of classic Sonic. I just don't like the way that Sega keeps trying to keep bringing him back in 3D spaces. Like, I appreciate him coming back in his own games, but just not putting him back in modern Sonic. I just want to call Sonic Sonic.
That's a failure in my book.
To surpass expectations is the ultimate of genius. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Man, I really liked the Egg Dragoon when I first fought him in Sonic Unleashed. And he was still good in Generations, but I don't know. I don't understand the point of bringing him back in this game. I mean, I do like how it looks a bit worn down, but I don't know if that was like the actual intent to show like, oh yeah, you busted this machine of various times, so that's why it's kind of worn down now.
You've got a lot of nerve for a pint-sized
But
Sonic from another dimension.
yeah, who knows?
This Egg Dragoon has only lost 10% of its
Ow!
combat.
You're lying.
You won't have to wait long to find out.
Oh god, I thought it would actually happen. So yeah, there's like a weird thing that happens if you stay in that specific spot, you actually won't get hit. But I don't know if they actually fixed that or not, but it was just funny. It was just funny trying to attempt doing that. Oh, nope. Gotta take care of that. Just gotta wait for my... There we go. Chance to do that.
Challenge depression here, Eddie. I'll round up the entire resistance sooner or later. Just you wait.
That was weird. Alrighty. Got that cleared out. And we got the asteroid wisp on too. I was gonna say something, but then it literally left my mind. It was actually gonna be a topic about something about this boss. Dang it. It'll come back to me, but yeah, it's like, it's weird that they keep bringing back old things when we already moved on from it.
We did it.
Look at you fighting like you've got a chance to win. It's adorable. Almost makes me feel bad that we're never going to do this little dance again. In just 3 short days, my plan will eliminate the bothersome lot of you.
Why 3 days?
Days? And what plan?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. You know what they say? The
You know what they say, all toasters toast.
Maybe not in this case, though.
I just wanted to have an excuse to say that. Here's the problem. Too many toasters. Or too many Eggmans. Here we go, finally a new avatar state. Okay, so I just remembered the topic I was trying to bring up. But it was gonna be basically, I know this game isn't remembered fondly nowadays, but it's kind of, I feel like the hype that was coming up to this game was the one thing I remember experiencing, because I think it was back during my sophomore year that this game was coming out, and a lot of people were really hyped about it. They had like these like really creative ideas. Ooh, go with black. Actually, is a nice look on you. You go, girl. You go, Aurora Borealis. Ooh, I might even go for these ones. Cheat yourself. Yeah, we'll go with that one still. Yeah, we'll just stick to the skull for now. Aurora Borealis. But yeah, as I was saying, the hype for this game was like definitely the memorable part for me when it came to this game.
They're in the city. We need to get these people out of here.
But
Who can we send? Sonic and Silver need time to heal.
I mean, was it really that devastating?
We've engaged enemy forces at sea.
But it was really the hype that kind of like brought this game more interesting to me because of how many people had so much fan speculation on how the story was going to be, Infinite's origin, how important the role of your avatar was going to be like, and like their story as well. Like a lot of good things like was like being showcased when this game was coming out. Just seeing a lot of people do a lot of fan art, fan writing in general. And again, like even fan music too, because when they saw like a lot of the trailers for this game or the adverts, it was so crazy to see. Like even though we didn't know much about the game before then, the fact that a lot of people were like speculating on what it could mean, and like in terms of like the teaser and all that, especially Infinite's like role when the E3 trailer came out. Does anyone remember E3? That was a good time, like a good event just to show like news of upcoming games. I feel like the ones that we have now, it's not the same. It's not the same as E3, but also this track is pretty good too. This is one of my favorites for the Avatar stages. Oh man, first time I actually grabbed that. I always struggled getting that red ring. But yeah, this track is really good. If anything, I really do like a lot of the Avatar songs that are played in this game. And it kind of like, and funnily enough, when after Sonic Colors, you didn't really hear a lot of vocal themes for Sonic games. So the fact that Sonic Forces, out of all things, was what brought it back is kind of crazy. It's kind of ironic and crazy to me. I do like the vocalists too that partake in that one, in these tracks. Although I will say I forgot to commentate on it, but the one that was featured in the Egg Gate for Avatar, the prison hall stage, I'm not really a big fan of it, mainly because I don't know, I didn't like the style of dubstep that they went for that one. That's just me. Anyway, going back to the topic I was talking about. So basically everything that came with the fan-made work, it was kind of cool to see that slowly transform over time as we learned more and more about what the game was going to be about. And like obviously we had these theories, especially with like the online comics and all that. But yeah, it was neat to see what fans like were kind of excited to see how the game would turn out, and maybe even one of their things that they created would even be related to the final product. But obviously the game came out the way that it did. But even then, I feel like I remember more of the hype train that was going on back when this game was coming out, especially when it came to like the soundtrack previews and whatnot. And I still appreciate what the fans did, even with how the game turned out in the end, because it gave us memories, it gave us good fan songs, good fan comics, even fan comics too. Like especially when it came to like the avatars, like the staple ones that you would see online. It was definitely a fun time, I will say. I kind of miss it, but yeah, like I said, like the Sonic Forces, like the hype around it back in the day was kind of crazy.
Great job. I knew you could do it if you believed in yourself.
Thanks, Sonic. You're always my words of encouragement right now.
Nice moves. But if you hog all the glory, how am I gonna look good?
Well, I guess we're going on to the next stage.
Sonic's alive! I think I used up all my wishes for the rest of my life, but it's worth it.
Hey, welcome. We're just still playing Sonic Forces right now. I'm doing fine. How about you?
Come on, we have to go find him and tell him about Eggman's plan. Whatever his plan is. Eggman said something about Sonic being in Mystic Jungle.
Yeah, how's everyone doing still? Hopefully everyone's just having a good day.
According to what
It's like 5 o'clock where I am, but hopefully you're having a good day regardless.
look for Sonic, but we're counting on you. Whoa, that
This music's one of my favorites when it comes to classic Sonic, but it oddly does remind me of Inspector Gadget for some reason with its beat. I don't even know why I'm trying with this one, because you don't really do a whole lot just by getting that. This is the analog controls. I swear I'm good in classic Sonic games. It's just I can't use the D-pad. There we go. It's going pretty well. Obviously not a lot of, I mean, obviously I don't know if like there's a lot of people watching, but for what it is, like I'm having a good time. It's kind of, I know for a fact I'm just kind of giving my thoughts on the game as I go on, and different memories that I have with like the hype cycle that was going on back when this game was coming out. But no, you know, I'm still having a good time regardless, because I'm just just kind of like living in the moment mostly. But yeah, it's just trying to get through the stage as quick as possible just to get through this very hardcore story. But yeah, I was gonna mention that this was definitely one of my favorite classic Sonic music to listen to when it came to the Sonic Forces soundtrack. Mostly because like a lot of the classic Sonic music kind of sounds iffy to me, as you probably might have heard in Green Hill when it came to classic Sonic's tune there. But I mean, this one was definitely my most favorite because I feel like the melody and the instruments weren't too bad, but obviously it's nothing to rival Mania, of course. Which, like I mentioned, like you can definitely check out my Sonic Mania first stream on my archives channel on YouTube. Probably not right now. I'll definitely see if I can after the stream. But yeah, because right now I'm just trying to see if I can get through this game at the moment. Don't want to break the flow, you know? Yeah, because we're making good pace in terms of these stages. And like I mentioned, I'm not going to be playing any of the extra ones because we're just really trying to get through the story for the most part. But yeah, let's try to get through the dressing room real quick. Time to give some more style to our avatar, hopefully. Actually, I did say I was going to give the gamer hat. Or, no, not right now, actually. We're going to save that for later because I know what cutscene's going to come up later. Let's see. Do I want to add... Ooh. Huh. I do like the fingerless gloves more. But this one is a bit more in terms of style. Now we'll just go with that one for now. I don't know why I'm thinking deeply into this, but... I mean, listen, if it gave me the option to customize the character, I'm going to do it. I think Aurora deserves to have that. And I'm definitely not going to wear that shirt for some reason. Or actually, hang on. I think... No, okay. I was just imagining things. It's going to definitely change the wisp on, though. I definitely will see, yeah. It's just that I don't have my phone with me, so... And I don't want to like change anything here in this web browser, just in fear of like anything interrupting the stream.
It's probably another of Eggman's robots. Life readings, 2 of them. Definitely not robots.
Hey, rookie, go to the lab and check it out.
Oh yeah, there was always a funny glitch in that cutscene because for some reason the avatar's mouth would open every time that sentence would happen, but it's only like on rare occasions that it'll happen. No, it won't. Don't worry. I got this. We're already like 15 stages into this game. I'll show you what skills I have. This track's pretty good too. Like I said, a lot of the Avatar songs are pretty good to listen to, especially if you're just having them in a playlist. And obviously I really do like the appreciation of bringing back vocal songs back in the day, because it was weird seeing how Sonic Generations or Lost Worlds or... Because Sonic Colors did have a vocal song, but not those games apparently. So it was kind of nice getting vocal songs again for this game. What type of experiments? Discord I'm kind of not using at the moment, and Instagram's kind of privated for personal reasons for both. I do have a Blue Sky though, so you can check that out on my Twitch. In my Twitch page, I meant to say. Yeah, that's the iffy thing about that part of the stage too, is that like if you're not doing it right in terms of like bumping up to the robots, you definitely will fall down for that. I've had that happen to me multiple times. Even though again, this game isn't hard, but it's just kind of an annoyance if anything, if you really want to get for like an S rank. I mean, S ranks in general aren't hard, but they sometimes be very precise with like these challenges too, I guess. So really if anything, the real struggle is actually trying to get 100% on everything. Alright. More please. Ooh. Those boots. I just say that. Ooh, those boots. Neurons activated. They'll go well with my character.
We met before? Sonic!
Tails!
I was so worried. I thought you were...
You worry too much. Look, I'm perfectly fine. It's been generations since I seen you. You okay?
Ah, there's the funny,
Good
simple
news
joke.
is you're safe. The bad news is, Eggman said he had some plan that will destroy us all in 3 days.
3 days, huh? Well, a lot can happen in that time.
You said. Yeah, a lot can happen. Okay. Gotcha. I'll definitely check that out after stream, but I'll have it noted down. Alright, there we go.
When the plan is completed, we'll all be wiped out.
I don't like the sound of that. Normally I just laugh at an Eggman plan. He's already conquered most of the world, so what's this plan of his?
Hey, I hate to butt in on your important meeting, but we're under attack. Shadow is tearing through our troops. We need reinforcements.
Shadow. The last time I saw him, he was fighting for Eggman.
That doesn't make sense. Why would Shadow help the enemy?
Who knows, man? A lot of things are very inconsistent with Sonic in this era. Yeah, that's what a lot of fans... It's kind of funny they bring that up, because again, like a lot of fan theories were kind of like giving the implication that Shadow was just being mind-controlled this whole time. But obviously, it was different. And here we go, the infamous stage that was showed as a demo back when this game was coming out.
The heck? A whole army of dead egg robots?
Hurry, Sonic. We can keep them in check, but not for long. That'll work. I'll find Shadow and be back in no time.
Oh, definitely, because this stage is definitely one of those really easy ones to speed run through.
Egg robots?
Come on, seriously? I'm not one to complain, but that's a lot, right?
There we go.
More than we can reasonably take.
Listen up. Shadow has been sighted. Apparently, he's traveling...
Unfortunately, I won't be able to, so... Again, I already have it noted down, so I'll definitely do that afterwards. Oh boy. Oh god.
The last sighting is just up ahead. Be careful, Sonic.
Don't worry, we got this. See? It wasn't even that slow at all. And S rank as always. I mean, what else do you expect? Nice, nice. I always thought Sonic's... Okay, yeah, it's a random topic, but I always thought Sonic's weird color of blue here, or shade of blue, was always weird. But I think it was because Sega was listening to much of the fans and wanting to change the design because people were saying that they wanted him to look like classic Sonic. And even in Lost World, oh god, no. And even in Sonic Lost World, his like legs were like there. They were kind of short.
All right, Shadow. What's the deal?
Chaos control.
Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Oh no, I didn't mean to skip it either. Oh well, you already know. Kind of like Shadow saying it's a fake and stuff like that. This game's been out a long time ago.
Projections. They have mass and form, but no heart.
Virtual reality? So all those familiar faces that were part of A.
Replicas. The problem is, they may not be real, but their powers are as formidable as the originals. According to Rouge, Infinite can create unlimited number.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
After fight, he can just keep crank.
Sorry, I'm just trying to do something real quick. There we go.
Exactly. As it stands, there's no way we can win this.
Of course we can win this. We always do. We just haven't figured that part out yet.
There we go. I'm just trying to adjust that real quick. Alrighty. Time to change some few things up. Or actually, yeah, I'm not gonna wear the gamer hat this time. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Kind of comfortable with what I got. I do want to check out those boots though. Handy dandy boots. Yeah. Nah, I like the belt more. I'm trying to see if I can get that one piece of item. You'll see what I mean, but let's see. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check everything out like after the stream, but right now I'm just trying to focus on this. Also, I think I need to use the lightning wisp on for this stage in particular.
Listen up! We just got word that Eggman's forces are undermanned at his headquarters in Metropolis.
They're probably staging somewhere else as part of Eggman's plan. This could be our only chance to take the city.
Exactly. That's why we're focusing on a full frontal assault on Metropolis. I'm calling it Operation Big Wave.
Who cares what it's called?
I mean, it's not really important right now.
Have a well thought out strategy.
I thought up this
Okay.
strategy in about a minute and a half. We're going in hard and fast. We're not gonna stop till Eggman's army is destroyed.
Yeah, I bet that's what we're gonna do right now.
Sonic is busy fighting Shadow, but the rest of us can do this. We've got the strength and the spirit to win. There's no finer group that I'd want to fight with.
Ha! Great speech! Let's give Eggman an old-fashioned beatdown.
They have more in sheer numbers, so the idea of a quick, focused attack isn't bad.
Yeah, you said it right, Tails.
We also have Sonic. I mean the other Sonic. So I have no doubt we can do this. Also, if we can destroy the Phantom Ruby, we should be able to send the other Sonic home. At least I hope so. This is all new territory for me.
Okay, let's head straight for Eggman's HQ.
Alright. I had nothing else to say about that. There was no material I could work with. Now this track, however, this one's a good one.
Time for Operation Big Wave. We'll surge forward and sweep the enemy away.
Wait, how did Eggman get to our comms? Or I guess he's just announcing himself out loud. This one's like definitely one of my favorite tracks when it comes to the Avatar songs. Oh boy. And yeah, like I said, like when it comes to this game, the ideas are very interesting, but a lot of it doesn't really go up to its full potential. Because I like the idea of like things being inverted when it comes to the Phantom Ruby or Infinite's power is what I want to say. But yeah. Yeah, like that. Like basically being able to change the stage that way. I just kind of wish they expanded on that a bit more.
This is Eagle Squad. We're caught in enemy crossfire. Snake Squad requesting reinforcements. This is
Oh boy. Oh my god. So you're saying Infinite just... Are you saying that Infinite kind of killed them? Like, that's kind of... I know it's like... Again, a lot of people make jokes about it, but it's just kind of... If you think about it for long enough, it's kind of crazy how Infinite technically just wasted these probably innocent people that had families and all that. I will. I mean, well, technically I'm not running, but I'm just trying to speed through this. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's gonna be better. Alright, another stage is done. Yeah, we're just blasting through these. Alright, nice. 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 Oh, we got the Sans hoodie. I just realized that. There we go. Nice. Oh man. Yeah, sorry. I just haven't been able to say a whole lot because like I'm just trying to work with what I get. But obviously, like this game's very. There's not really a lot to say aside from like obviously the memories that I had growing up with this game. But obviously, I want to save a lot of it towards the end.
I wonder if this world can offer me a real challenge. And as if to answer.
Oh crap! I forgot to change my Wisp on actually. Hang on, I'm gonna skip it, but I'm gonna obviously exit out because, yeah, I meant to change my main weapon. You definitely don't want to use the Lightning Wisp on because you're gonna spend a long time chipping down his health. So, yeah, definitely need the asteroid for that one. Let's see, is there any other piece that I can change? I'm just gonna probably skim through it just because I don't want to spend too much time. Kind of happy with what I have right now. Yeah, I think that'll be it for now. Yep, pretty much. Alright, yeah, I just needed to change that. Just give me a sec, sorry, I'm just trying to do something real quick. Alright, there we go, sorry. I just gotta change. I was trying to see if I can change the volume. I don't know if it's still quiet. Hang on. Hopefully that's better. Alright, now we can get started.
More ants to crush. I wonder if this world can offer me a real challenge. And as if to answer, the world sends me a trembling child. I'm going to fight and die here, or run away in fear again.
Hey, don't be scared. This is your moment to shine.
Come on, we gotta believe in ourselves. That's what Sonic keeps telling us. He is the voice of encouragement.
I will teach you fear, then pain, and then, well, at least the fear and pain will end.
Here we go.
You must be a straggler, Outlander. The strong will always vanquish the weak. You have only your
So yeah, this boss fight's pretty easy. You just gotta avoid a lot of his attack patterns here that are pretty easy to register. And obviously he's gonna do that, and then you just blast him away. Obviously he's gonna take a chunk of his health, so.
Well, it seems behind that fear is a spark of defiance. And those eyes, I feel
crap. Yeah, I forgot. You don't get a lot of space here.
Put up quite a fight. I underestimated just how desperately the feeble cling to life.
Yeah, I guess you can call that a fight if you want to. Not like a whole lot happened on it anyway. Not like a whole lot happened in it, is what I'm trying to say. Got the drill, the shoes, and all that stuff. Alrighty.
I remember you. You ran from me before. You survived then, but you throw it all away now. This will be goodbye.
Will it though? Pretty sure I have the power of hope on my side. Or the power of being a side protagonist.
Possible. It can't be. How did you?
Yeah, because the power of OC compels me. Oh, never mind.
No matter. They have only 2 days left. Let them contemplate the inevitable till I end this once and for all.
Sorry, just give me 1 sec. I'm trying to change a few things here. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to check something real quick. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to fix something on Twitch right now. Yeah, sorry, technical difficulties right now. But yeah, I mean, so far I'm kind of enjoying this game here, so. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something real quick. But yeah, I'm going to see having a good time. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Here we go. It's just that I haven't had much to say because obviously this game is more focused. It's like very dialogue heavy, so I'm trying to like think of any good topics that comes up while I'm playing the game.
Fake shadow was created using the Phantom Ruby's power, right? Even if it's a virtual reality projection, it's as strong as the real shadow.
Rouge, have you found the intel I was looking for?
No, not yet. But I had reports that Eggman's database is located at the chemical plant. If we can check that out, we might find something there.
That sounds like a promising lead. We have to figure out the secret behind Infinite's power and virtual reality. Tails, can you handle this?
Yep.
Got it. I'll take
I got my
Sonic
mouse is
and I
there.
bring the other Sonic with me and head to the chemical plant.
Yeah. I guess that's how we're gonna do it. Just find any intel that we have.
According to Rouge, there
Also, this is my favorite part of this game because it showcased this.
the building it's in. There's a lot of ground to cover, so just finding it will be a chore.
Yeah, you know, it's not like Classic Sonic had any good physics anyway. We didn't even get high enough for that, but whatever. Dang, only 2 hours we've been streaming this? It felt like forever since I started Sonic Forces. I mean, then again, I did say I was starting off with Shadow, so... Dang, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be quiet or have dead air, it's just I'm really trying to think of anything that, like, comes to mind when it comes to about this game, in general. But, yeah, it's, like, it's hard to, like, say anything, because obviously this game is, like, pretty much self-explanatory with, like, everything that was going on back when this game was coming out. I remember for a fact, just like I said before, it's just, like, the fan work was definitely something to be impressed by. But all I remember, oh yeah, I guess I can talk about this. So funny thing is, like, as a kid, when this game was coming out, obviously I wanted to get it so badly because I thought, like, it was gonna be super serious. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get this here. I thought it was gonna be, like, super serious, and, like, obviously Sonic was gonna be back with this, like, super serious story, a cool, like, gameplay, like a good villain that, like, looks pretty cool, and all that. But the reality is, like, obviously my parents ended up buying it for me. But when I was playing it as a kid, I don't know why, but I was trying to convince myself during the gameplay, well, I mean, yeah, these levels are short and all, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna get better later on. But in reality, it was like it wasn't really what I expected. And when I beat the game, I was more so trying to convince myself and thinking, like, well, maybe it wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are saying good things about it. Oh god, I didn't mean to. Yeah, thank god those springs are there. You can't screw up when it comes to classic Sonic. That's impossible. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, it can't be that bad, you know? Like, obviously, like, these stages are short and all, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna get better later on. And then the reality sunk in that, like, after watching how many people were talking about this game, and not in a good light, I was sitting to myself thinking, like, man, here I am thinking that Sonic was gonna be back, and yet this happened, and now a lot of people are, like, very mixed up about a lot of things that this game does. But yeah, back then I was just trying to convince myself and thinking, like, it wasn't that bad, but no, it really did a bit of damage to the fan base and obviously everything else that came to Sonic's reputation, so yeah, shame it ended up being what it is, but obviously Sonic is in a better light because of it, so I guess it's not too bad.
Information to the brain, creating a new reality for them. Like a dream so real, if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe. Eggman experimented with lots of prototypes, and then incorporated the final version into Infinite.
That really does make me wonder, like, what did Eggman do in order to pretty much, like how many subjects did he actually made in order to gone through in order to make Infinite? Again, it's weird that they don't explore that, but unfortunately, like, I mean, I guess that's the only thing you can do at this point in terms of that, so.
This is huge! Let's get this information back to the others.
Oh boy, now we're facing off against Metal Sonic in this. I will say, though, admittedly, this was one of my favorite tracks in the game when it came to Metal Sonic. Ooh, we're definitely going for the drill, and you'll see why later. But yeah, as I was saying, I was, like, obviously trying to convince myself into thinking this game wasn't bad, but a lot of people didn't really like it. They were kind of having some type of distaste for it. And it made sense. It made sense why, because, like, it was just at that point where Sega was just really not Sega, but Sonic Team felt like they were just kind of being lazy in certain areas. I wouldn't say they are. More so, I just blame the higher ups or whoever was making the decisions behind the scenes. But obviously, it kind of does hurt a bit that this game could have just turned out so much better if they had like the same type of energy they had for Frontiers. But it is what it is. But yeah. But obviously, I was like in that era of like embarrassment after this game came out for a good or been out for a good while, and then I was like, man, I really my taste was weird back then. Sonic, you have to understand, this is the Phantom Ruby we're talking about. They're gonna make things stronger. That's how it works in the game world. Make things take a new item, use it on an enemy, and just make it stronger. Oh wait, oh god, I actually slept through that. I zoned out for a bit. And again, another track that only plays for a few seconds until you get hit with like a different track change. It's weird how they do that. They do kind of do that. Oh yeah, this track is really good. I always enjoyed listening to this track when it came out as a preview. God, I really like how instead of using the Japanese remix that they already did for like Mania, they used the one for the American version or the US version of Sonic CD when it came to Metal Sonic's Battle. So instead of remixing the Japanese, instead of remixing the Japanese version, they just remixed the one that was meant for the American soundtrack for Sonic CD. Sorry, I'm like scrambling with my words, but like in short, I basically like how they remixed that particular track instead of just using the Japanese version that we all come to know and love. All right, here we go. We gotta use this drill and pierce through the heavens. I don't know. I'm pretty sure people know that, but God, I can't talk today. Sorry, the excitement. But you can actually use your Wisp-On on Metal Sonic in this boss fight, and you can end like pretty quickly. All right, we're not gonna fail this one. Yeah, we're just gonna get through it. Jump. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that apparently you can use the Wisp-On for Metal Sonic, or even the Infinite Fight, the final one that you get later in the game, but you'll see what I mean with that. What? What do you mean? It's because I didn't collect enough rings. This game's supposed to be easy, darn it. Ooh, a piece of hair. I wonder how that will look on me. Maybe if it has the proper color, then maybe I'll put it on.
We're like a well-oiled machine. Fighting a well-oiled machine.
Hey, there we go. I like that. That's actually nice, though. I feel like kids actually grew up on this game. I feel like they're gonna like the interactions that you get with Sonic in this game as your own avatar. I will say that I do like that. It's kind of wholesome to think about. Like having a kid like kind of look at this and be like, man, I can't believe my own character is is basically a partner with Sonic and just helping him out. It's like, it's nice to think about that at least, because even though as someone as me that's a young adult that doesn't really like this game very much, I do hope it like someone like a kid actually still enjoy this game and be like, well, even though it's not liked by many, I still enjoyed it for what it gave me, like the memories it gave me. And that's something that a lot of people need to understand. Is like, when people say stuff like this, they shouldn't let anyone deteriorate what you like. Basically, like what you like, and don't let anyone like say otherwise.
Based on these readings, the Phantom Ruby requires an incredible amount of energy, which only the Death Egg.
Also, we're already like halfway through the game. We only have like 10, not even halfway. We're like pretty much almost close to the end because we got like 10 more stages left.
Last I checked, the Death Egg is a heavily fortified, well, Death Egg.
True, but I came up with a plan. First, we distract Eggman. While he's not paying attention, we use the chemical plant computer to hack into the Death Egg's weapon systems and shut it down. With no weapons, destroying the Death Egg will be a piece of cake. No death egg means the Phantom Ruby is nearly useless.
Well, you know, it's just crazy enough to work. So, first we need a distraction. I'm on it.
No way.
It would have been
You're too
it would have been a
easy
nice
to
touch to actually see some of the Sonic characters do things in the background.
You're our commander.
Not to say we have to,
Here.
not to say that we needed to play as them, but more so just see them actually doing work.
It may even throw him off a little.
Good idea.
Oh, there it is. That glitch right there.
We only have one more day before Eggman's plan is executed. So let's hustle.
It's so weird that they have them like open their mouth, because obviously I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to do that in that cutscene. If they do, I guess you guys can let me know once the stream is up on my YouTube channel.
Multi-legged battle mech. The energy readings are off the charts.
Oh no! Okay, thank goodness I had my shield. I literally got crushed, but I didn't die. Come on, we got this, Aurora. We can do it. Aurora Borealis. I really should have workshopped the name, but it doesn't matter. I'm sticking with what I chose at the end. I guess that's the good thing, because even if I name this character that, thankfully I won't get any like fan art or anything like that with this character, because that's the beauty about me starting. Oh my god, that's the beauty of me starting off, because I won't get to see that weird fan art, thankfully. Oh gosh. I'm telling you, like, the jumps you have to make on this is really weird sometimes. It's like, it feels like there's like a heavy weight to it sometimes. It's not as light as it should be. Okay, well, I gotta wait now, because this track is good too. By the way, just letting you guys know. I guess I should stop saying it, because like I'm telling you, like, all the vocal songs for the Avatar stages are not that bad. They're actually pretty good for what I've heard multiple times back when this game came out.
Hold on. There's a massive energy source.
I have some nostalgia for the old, not the old. I have some nostalgia for this game's soundtrack. All right, time to play Sonic Dash now. Just only moving left and right, or Subway Surfer, or whatever.
Busy there as long as you can, rookie.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I was talking about earlier before I got sidetracked. What was I talking about just now? I can even think about I can think about it while this crab is still chasing me. I don't even know why I'm going for perfect. There's really no difference if you get it earlier. Oh yeah, I was saying, like, that's a good thing of not having a lot of like viewers right now, watching live, because obviously I won't have to like be struck with fan art of this one character. Not like it's like very unique anyway. I just wanted to go for what I felt was right. Ooh, nice, a camera. I can finally take my own pictures for my adventures along the way, as well as the burning cities. That would be definitely a good memento. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't think after my character was done here, I don't think they want to take pictures on things that reminded them of what happened here. Should I put on that scarf? Maybe I should. I mean, it is wintertime coming soon, so. Also, it's kind of funny to me that that progress bar didn't really move at all at the beginning of the game, and now that we're playing like a majority of the stages, getting close to the end, it decides now to show us our progress. Let's see, can I actually wear that? I mean, not that type of scarf. Let's see. Unless it's, oh no, I can't combine it with the belt. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the belt. I kind of gone attached to it, so I've grown attached to it, so I can't exactly take it off now. Unless, hang on, I need to see. I spent more time customizing my character. I mean, listen, this is her story, so she deserves to look nice. That's the true effort here. I'm kind of grown attached to the fingerless gloves too. Let's see. Definitely don't want to hide the ears. Huh, you know what? Might as well go for the hair. Why not? just to change it up a bit. I guess you can go for some shades if you wanted to. I'm gonna keep... Nah, hang on. Red. Nah, I kind of like that color more. Yeah, that'll be good enough for now.
I'm almost at the chemical plant. How's the rookie doing with the distraction?
Oh, so far, so good. We might have to stop using the nickname Rookie if the kid keeps this up.
Next,
I mean, we should. We've been doing a good job so far. I mean, all of our efforts have been pretty good. I just wish we could see the other characters do other things.
Waiting for my turn to bust some heads.
Oh, Sonic, don't get too excited now.
The rookie did a great job as a decoy. Time for you to do your thing.
Will do.
Capture the chemical plant. If anyone tries to stop you, take them out.
I do like this track too, but again, it suffers the same curse as the Arsenal Pyramid track, because you only get to hear it for a few seconds until you go inside go into like an interior structure, and then you don't hear it for the rest of the track until like at the very end, which is like only like a few seconds.
I'm heading into the chemical plant now. I'd enjoy this even more if I wasn't on a mission. Okay, I'm in.
The computer room is up ahead. You should be able to shut down the death
And just slide there. Yeah, we're not gonna waste our time. Oh god, no, I was gonna say we're not gonna waste our time getting hit with that goopage, but unfortunately we got hit by it anyway. Oh no, come on, I tried to boost in there. You can't just block me like that. I know for a fact I'm gonna be taking a shower after this. All that purple, whatever you want to call it. Not purple, let's see, what would I call it? That pink splooge. I don't want that, I don't want any of that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. You know what, I'm just gonna stop talking and not even try to name it at that point. Also, what am I doing? So I can just boost through them. And no skill required. Although, I guess, again, for a kid, just being able to go through that, like, easily, I guess, is the best feeling for them. So, you know what? I shouldn't be too harsh. At the end of the day, if the kids are happy but are at least knowledgeable enough to know that, yeah, this could be better, but it's still fun for me, then that's all that matters. Boost in a Sonic stage? Where was that mission at? Like, 19 stages ago. Or 20 stages ago, I should say. Ooh. I might put on those gloves if I want, if I'm able to. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, why does it keep giving me the weird latex suit? I don't like it. Alright. Thanks. I'm not gonna play the secret stage though. Yeah, I wanna go into my fitting room again. No new hair, but you know what? That's fine by me. I just gotta check out these. They do look nice, but I'm more lenient on the fingerless gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the fingerless gloves. I just want to see how it looked. Yeah, we're already getting close to the end of the game, and I've only been like, dang, I've been streaming for like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
You're making it sound like a walk in the park. This is a death egg.
Don't sweat it. The other Sonic has this under control.
He sure does, because that's what Classic Sonic's here, just doing some minor light work instead of being part of the war.
We switched over to auxiliary power. Not to worry. Sonic is on the job. He'll find a way through.
I will once I get up this slope. Yeah, you can probably hear the button inputs because obviously I need to put my arms on this desk here. Okay, I can't even jump fully that way. I guess I gotta hold down the button I gotta hold down the button fully in order to make those jumps. Ow. No, I know a shortcut. And that was the shortcut. That was the whole thing. It's kind of strange. Oh, sorry. It's kind of strange when I think about it how this game kind of gave a lot of people, especially the fans, fear of how the future Sonics is going to be like, because like they were thinking like if they see like a hall, because that's like a meme now. But when it came to like hallway levels like this, where you're just like running at a straight line, for the most part, people just got like afraid of that now. That like anytime they see like a hallway design for like future Sonic games, all they can think about is like, oh no, it's gonna be like Sonic Forces in terms of level design. Please no. Also, that shortcut I learned just by trying to speedrun these stages, because like again, a lot of the missions, if you're doing it 100%, you're gonna be struggling a whole lot, because they really expect you to like make it certain very strict times. I feel like this game is both frustrating and I guess a little bit of fun if you're doing like if you're going for everything, but obviously I don't have the time for that right now. And obviously this was the only reason why I was playing this game as my next. We're just gonna ignore the fact that my invincibility didn't come out until afterwards. But I was gonna say that's the reason why I chose this as the next game, because it's just that short. It would have definitely been even more shorter if I didn't play the shadow portion. Oh gosh, okay, the bold cut here. I mean, I probably won't get that, but nice to know I attained that. I'm good with the bold cuts. I don't need them, sorry. There we go. Death Egg destroyed once again. Hopefully he doesn't return. Hopefully Eggman doesn't build it once more.
Those resistance pests and their clever little plots. They're like something on your shoe that you can't wipe off.
And what exactly is that, Eggman?
I don't have legs. Neither do you, dude.
Don't remind me, dude.
Man, these writers, give him a gold star at least for trying. Also, I always found it weird how Orbot and Cubot didn't really appear that much in this game, because like they only have like a few bits of dialogue and that's really it.
I'm quite displeased about this, Doctor.
Shut up and just follow me.
Don't worry, you'll get your chance one day, Eggman. Obviously, this is a Sonic game, so unfortunately you won't be able to. We all know he's not going to be able to win. Alright, and we're already getting... It's so crazy to me that we're already getting close to the end of the game, but it's like, again, that's how short it is. Now, obviously, I'm trying hard not to like talk anything about the game overall, because I'm trying to say that towards the end. I will say, though, I forgot to mention, when I was talking about the adverts of this game, it's kind of crazy to think that the launch trailer that came out when this game was releasing, or like when it finally released, the launch day trailer that came out, was done very well. As someone who's obviously is a video editor, it's kind of a shame that they made it so incredibly epic, like with like Knuckles' narration and the way they did like the shots and the music and everything. And the music you can actually hear as a dynamic background when if you pre-ordered the game digitally. You get like a dynamic background and you get like that track that plays in the trailer. You can hear it in SoundCloud, or I'm pretty sure in YouTube as well. But like, it's just crazy to me that they made so much effort for that launch trailer. And again, the game just turned out the way it did. And again, sorry, I like that word a lot. It's like they put a lot of effort to it, but just to see how it ended up being, it's like you can show they really did have some type of effort to make the game at least stand out in terms of like the story and all that. but something happened and something just got intercepted and obviously kind of prevented them from doing their full potential, obviously. Don't worry, you can just skydive fast to this part and that'll be fine. Also, I'm going to take a secret shortcut this way. Yep, there we go. I bet a lot of people don't know that. That's a true gamer move. Share that to your kids. Share that to your wife. Pretty sure they'll show how... They'll be very impressed to know that you found that secret route in Sonic Forces. And you're probably not the only person that found it, but hey... At least that's gonna make them think, well, if they find it cool, I'm happy for them. Also, this track is good too, but again, it's like very short. A lot of the good tracks that I like, they don't go on for too long because you're clearly just like going by these levels so fast. Also, this part of the section here is not very fun at all. I don't know who thought of those sections, but they're just not that good to go around. Don't worry, we got this, guys. The war is almost close to an end. Oh, he's right there. I found him, guys. But yeah, as I was saying for the launch trailer, like it's a shame because obviously there was some type of effort that they wanted to do for this game in terms of its theme and story, but I guess it wasn't meant to be at the time. But it's kind of sucks because I know Frontiers did really well. And I would have loved to seen what a second attempt would have looked like. And with the budget that they have now and everything. Sorry, excuse me. At that point, it's just, you know, it's just dreams at that point that a guy can dream of what it would have turned out, how it would have turned out if they were given that type of like energy towards it. And I guess in a way, it's kind of it's like a blessing in disguise because if it wasn't for Forces, I guess they wouldn't have tried as hard as they did for Frontiers. Because like Frontiers, believe it or not, Frontiers was kind of like Sonic Team's like last stand in order to make a really good game that might be able to put them back in the map. And if Frontiers had failed, the director would actually... I don't know if it's true, so take it with a bit of salt. Like, the director even said, like, he would have, like, stepped down at that point and maybe made someone, like, lead. Did Eggman just say har har instead of doing the actual sound? What is up with actors and doing, like, saying, like, the words that are meant to make sounds with their mouth? Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked again. But, again, it's kind of weird thinking that if Frontiers had failed, then the director would have like stepped down at the end, but I'm glad that didn't happen because I do like Frontiers for what it is, and I hope to see how it improves later on. No, we're in this together, Sonic.
But we destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power source.
Tisk tisk. Since you always destroy the power source of my weapons, I decided to learn from my mistakes. I had a backup power source created under Metropolis.
Also, again, Eggman just did it, just said the word instead of actually doing the sound.
This isn't where we were meant to end up. Let's head back. Everyone's waiting for us.
Nah, I'm good, Sonic. I'm fine. I don't feel like destroying my desk right now. It really doesn't matter because you just continue off, speeding off like nothing happened. And the first time we finally get an original theme, we're only there for a few minutes. Oh, really, Sonic? You were only gone for a few seconds. This game really does make me feel just a bit, not miserable, but it just makes me feel sad of what they could have done, but... Hey, you know what they say? You know what they say? It is what it is. Oh god, I almost thought I missed that. Also, this part of the stage is actually pretty nice, especially the version of Fist Bump that plays here. Also, for the longest time, I didn't know who Hoobastank was until I discovered them recently through a song in my car radio, and literally I just realized that they were kind of like a not like a Deftones specifically, but there's something similar to that. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was something similar along those lines as that type of band. Also, I don't know why I'm destroying these enemies. I can literally just do this. But I didn't think Hoobastank was known like that in that way. Oh, I forgot I can double jump. That would have been embarrassing if I actually missed that. So it just boggled my mind that they actually got the lead singer for Hoobastank to do the song for Fist Pump. I mean, not as crazy as Kellen Quinn, but even still, it was like a bit of a surprise. I didn't even want to boost there. What was that? I saw the reticle, I aimed for it, but apparently it didn't work. It didn't want to register. I'm not this bad at literally the most easy Sonic game to date. There we go, easy. Also, there's no way that anyone can. I was gonna say, just a random topic. It's weird how like Sonic Boom back then was kind of like in the promotion art for like Sonic's like 25th anniversary, but there's no way denying that they probably had plans for putting Sonic Boom in this game, since it was technically looked as if to be Sonic Generations 2 from a certain perspective, because it made sense with like the grappling hook and all that, and the slight tall stature. But it would have been crazy to think if we actually got Boom Sonic in this game. I wonder how that would have turned out. Maybe that's why the game it is, because they maybe had like a proper script, but then like they changed it because obviously Sonic Boom didn't do good, didn't do good enough. So.
Maybe he'd have more friends if he didn't talk about himself on the third person.
Yeah, you're always right, Sonic. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna write a fan fiction about my self-insert at this point. I don't know. I don't think Aurora is a shipping writer. I don't think she is. I hope not. It's like, I created you. You better not be one of those type of like writers.
We've got less than an hour before Eggman's plan goes down.
There's no more time. We have to break into
I guess there's no point to change outfits. I mean, I can check again before the final stage, but I think I pretty much felt more comfortable with what I had right now.
But when the battle ends, we'll have to part with Sonic. I mean, this Sonic, won't we?
Tails, you already have Sonic. He's your best friend. It's the same one, just in a different dimension.
Gone. I guess he'll be
I don't know why they explain that like that, but it's weird.
Thank you for everything, Sonic. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Save the sentiments for later. This is not over yet. We still have a battle to fight.
Yeah, it's over until 5 stages afterwards.
Chance. Give it everything you've got.
Also, don't worry, you're gonna be graced with the best cutscene of this game ever. If for some reason it looks like Minecraft quality. I guess it wasn't. Why is Shadow skating so slow? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to nitpick here. It's just kind of funny that I'm noticing these things now. Yeah, so remember that great cutscene you saw in Final Horizon for Frontiers? Yeah, just take all that aura and sauce away, and then this is what you get.
Hey, Infinite! Long time no see. Did you miss me?
Why, yes, indeed. I've been looking forward to.
I don't know if you guys know this, but did you guys know that Infinite's voice actor is the same person that did Zaz's voice in Lost World? Well, now you guys know.
What? Ooh, dears.
target reconfirmed. Extermination mode initiated. Payback inevitable.
Omega, you've joined us? Awesome.
Is there no end to these annoying insects? I will burn your resistance to ashes, and you along with it.
Whoa, you gotta be kidding. That's just a special effect, right?
No, it's not. While we're under the Phantom Ruby's control, it's a part of our reality.
Unbelievable. What chance do we have against that?
I mean,
Sun will fall upon you all.
wait, but Eggman, how will you live? If the sun crashes into the Earth, then doesn't that mean the whole Earth would just like explode because of the impact? I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist.
Let me see.
You got the special rock candy? Is it the raspberry flavor?
Whoa, it is! He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only react to the person who activated it. That must be you, buddy. Your courage and heroism.
Yeah, sorry if I'm not really doing a whole lot of talking or
You use this.
using a lot of topics like I did in my first stream. It's just that I've been kind of under the weather. Okay, I can't speak English. I've just been a little bit under the weather lately. So apologies if I seem like I've been given dead air for a bit. Although this music, I would consider it the best in terms of the Avatar stage, but that's just me. If not the best, then definitely my most favorite, because it's one that I've listened to it countless times back then. I really do like it. Although the beats, the EDM beats could have been a little bit better, or the drum and bass, I guess you can say. But for what it is, it's cool. It kind of feels like club music in a way. I would dance to this if I was able to. Oh no, I ran out. No! That always happens to me, I swear. Every time I go through the stage, I always miss that last burst with whisk capture. Then I'm just stuck doing this part here. Don't worry, I got this. Aura she's got this. Don't worry. And she's gonna collect a lot of rings and be very wealthy and able to go to college along the way. This is how she's gonna go to college, and she's gonna get a good degree in terms of as being a meteorologist, just to discover more about Aurora Borealis. I'm still sticking with that name. Her name is Aura, and that's gonna be how it's gonna Aurora, and that's how it's gonna be for the rest of time, until the end of time. And don't worry, she'll have a very strong career with all these rings she's stacking up. Yeah, what I'm made of now. That song from Sonic Heroes. I wasn't even gonna try to sing it. That's my favorite band, Crush 40. Alright. Not bad. We did get hit at the end there, but for all the rings we get, and we made up for it. I would actually find it funny to wear that type of hairstyle now. I don't know. I feel like the hair that we have now is actually not that bad. I'm kind of digging it so far. Ah, the Vine Boom. You could just literally edit that and just put in the Vine Boom and it wouldn't make no difference. If I ever do a highlights future me, put that. Wait, why is Shadow smiling? Is he... Well, he was just smiling there. He's like, yeah, I want the sun to come into us. I've accepted my fate so long ago. No, the raspberry rock candy. I wanted to eat that later. It was only a limited edition. That's how they get you. Seasonal stuff. They always put things only for a limited time. And then... But I mean, there's always the clearance section, so even after the event is over, you can just buy that. Yeah, all I'm saying is post-Halloween sales. Like, we're getting close to Halloween. Post-Halloween sales, good stuff. Now, I'm going to keep the Wisp one that I have right now. Don't know what that sign was. Unbearable part. Oh, right, the glasses I was wearing. That never happened to me before. It's kind of weird. Should I go for the shades? Shades. I guess I should, since I do have the white in the shirt. Why not? You know, just give it that tiny bit of coolness to her. course, there's the G-Shock, so I guess you can go for those too. Let's see. I'm kind of comfortable with the boots I have now. These are winter boots, mind you. Let's see. I'm trying to look for something here real quick. I don't think I have it, but yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I like the skull shirt. Yeah, that'll do for now. Even though it doesn't matter because we only got like what, 4 stages at this point left over.
That must have used up a ton of energy. Phantom Ruby should be weaker now. This is our only chance to defeat Infinite.
All ships, provide backup to Sonic and the others. Draw the enemy's attention.
Okay, apparently I missed it. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, see, nothing to worry about. Sonic's got this. I was gonna joke saying like, don't worry, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I got this in the bag. And then that just happened. See, nothing to worry about. No problem. Easy. Although I will say, this definitely was one of the fun levels to pretty much blast through. Because, like, again, you boost a lot in the air. And since the air boost is, like, very OP at times, you get to fly around with this thing, so... I mean, it's really fun, but unfortunately with the level design that you get, you can't really take full advantage of it. Sorry if I'm like yelling, I'm trying to hear myself. You see what I mean? I was literally just flying over the whole entire stage. And of course, what better way to end it off with a simple bow. Thank you for tuning in to my sky dynamics, or acrobatics is what I'm trying to say. Oh, nice. I see you. I don't know if you've been watching Lagatsuka 3, but yeah, we're kind of close to the end now. I don't know if you've been watching this whole time. Also, you missed out the avatar's name is Aurora, so as in Aurora Borealis. That's like the joke that I made for my OC. Let's see, I'm definitely going to change my weapon, though. Yep. Let's see. Nothing else to change in the haircut, but... Nah. I still like the yeah, I like the fingerless gloves. Nope, doesn't seem like it. If you're wondering why I keep going into the body, there was like a really nice like flannel skirt that you can put on for the character. I would have liked to have worn that, but that's just me. The belt's cool though.
Even with the Phantom Ruby weakened, I still have enough power to smash you into blue jelly.
Good dialogue there.
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
Oh yeah, that's my goat right there. Show his place. No, but for real, like, there's actually a dialogue here that kind of like insists that Sonic's gonna kill this man. You'll see.
What would you like your epitaph?
It's gonna be this dialogue.
How about here lies the brood of food?
Why not? Here doses the masked clown. Might as well make it for the person who needs one, right?
Yeah, literally Sonic just straight up said, I'm just gonna kill this guy. Yeah, this boss is literally just recycled from the one that you face off against Metal Sonic. You can imagine my disappointment when I got to this point. I was like, well, we're finally gonna fight Infinite for the final time. And then we got to this part, I'm like, wait, isn't this just Metal Sonic? Like, why is it just the same boss fight, but just altered slightly? I was really upset because like I really expected something more towards this final boss fight, but you know, there's only a lot of things you can choose for this particular game in mind. Like, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Yeah, you can hear that I'm like spamming the button.
You're done with this.
I do like, but I do like the nice detail that they obviously wanted to make these type of fights more expressive with like the dialogue, banter, and obviously like the way like they interrupt like with cutscenes like this. But again, I said it once and I say it again. It's just the execution was not there.
You can count on nobody but yourself.
Your mask can't hide how sad and lonely you are. That Phantom Ruby virtual
Oh
reality
no!
of yours is the real illusion.
Definitely don't want to die now. There we go. Also, it's kind of weird when you hit him. He doesn't really showcase like an animation where he gets hit every single time. Yeah, there we go. Just pierce through the heavens again. That's why the drill. This is the only reason you need the drill with spawn. Is just to do that and do some big heavy damage. Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, you got to do this now. Also, I really love the way they do Infinite's final theme, though. Even though the climax isn't there, I really like the way they did an instrumental version of it with like the orchestra. Also, yeah, we're not gonna fill this on purpose because we definitely need to just beat this guy already. If nothing else, just a soft thud. That's the end of Infinite. The one villain that came back, that only appeared once, and then never appeared again after this game. Just a soft thud to remember him by. I guess that kind of like showcase like his reputation of the series, I guess. Nothing but just a quick dud. Oh, finally. We've got enough medals just to get more cosmetics. It's weird that you get... There it is. That's what I was talking about. It's kind of weird how... What was I trying to say? It's kind of weird how you can actually swap out cosmetics so easily in Forces, but in Frontiers, if you wanted to change Sonic's appearance, you pretty much had to go in a separate menu. Also, yeah, this dialogue is probably the worst. It just feels very... I guess you can say it feels very forced. Come on, that was a good one. I'm sorry. You don't have to give me that. But yeah, as I was saying, what was I saying? I swear, my attention span is so short that I kind of like forget what I was saying at the first place. I guess now I can finally swap out that belt if I wanted to. Let's see how it looks though. If it doesn't look nice, then I'll just keep the belt. It doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna keep it, because obviously that was the one I was trying to aim for this whole time. I don't think I need to change anything else. I mean, obviously the wisp one I do, but I don't need to change anything else. Get ready for some clown music, because that's what this level is.
Phantom Ruby signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
But yeah, it's a shame Infinite never came back after that, because I really would have loved to seen what he does in a future title for Sonic, or on entry for Sonic, a new game, pretty much. It would have been nice to see him in Crossworlds. I'm kind of baffled he's not in that as like a character, but like I was saying, it was kind of okay. It's kind of baffling to me that that's pretty much Infinite's end, because he kind of just disappears with no explanation afterwards, and you don't see much of him after that cutscene. Also, yes, an auto-scrolling level in Sonic in 2017. I never understood auto-scrolling levels because, again, I feel like it's just a game's excuse just to pad it out a bit longer. But, you know, we're at the end of the game, might as well not complain too much. But as I was saying with Infinite, it's kind of a shame he never came back after that cutscene, because I would have liked to see how he would have done, especially with like the new writing style that we have. Oh gosh. Because like in the comics, when you read the Sonic comics, obviously it takes place after the events of Forces, and it's kind of nice that you were able to see like the aftermath, like after the war and everything going back to normal, and then obviously everything that led up to the future story arcs we would get. But it's a shame we never saw Infinite afterwards, because like I said, like I do like the idea of him, his powers, and obviously his design, but just to never use it again, it's like, it's a shame, because I really would have liked to seen how he would have done now in the future. Oh gosh, I keep missing that. I guess it wasn't meant to be, but I'm still holding on to that hope that he does appear again and they do him justice. But like obviously younger me thought since he disappeared we would get like a final boss or maybe even future DLC based on like Sonic Mania Plus that we got later on. Especially since like classic Eggman actually goes through the portal at the end of Sonic Mania Plus or Encore mode. That I do know about Encore mode. But it never led anywhere. Classic Eggman just gets stuck to the portal, but that's it. I think it was because it was planned to be Sonic Forces DLC, and I guess they just scrapped it after, again, Forces didn't really do so well with reviews and all that. I don't even think if it's sold well. But who knows? But yeah, speaking of the Sonic comics too, it's kind of crazy how you see the Whisk come back, but nobody really questions it. Especially the White Whisk. And the Sonic comics kind of like, again, since they take place when you read the first issue. Don't get weird on me, Amy. In terms of the Sonic comics, obviously like they kind of give like a brief explanation as to why the Wisps are still here, but it's still not good enough to warrant their inclusion. Because it just felt like Sonic was just talking to us. Not Sonic, the writers were just kind of talking to us. It's like, hey, this is the reason why they're still here. So, but, what can you do? But no, it's kind of crazy now that the newest issues that are coming out for the Sonic comics, and I actually have been enjoying them a lot. I really like the new characters, the new story arcs they've been doing. The Metal Virus arc is definitely one of my favorites, and it's actually going to be one of my inspirations for one of my future creations. Not future creations, but my... if you follow my social medias, if you're able to. Okay. I always had trouble quick-stepping in that section for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I boost and when I'm trying to do a quick step, it's always been hard for me to get past this area. Yeah, see, like, it kind of almost doesn't register sometimes. It's, like, delayed in a way. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I actually made an OC, if you follow my social medias. And obviously, one of the main inspirations is going to be the Metal Virus, the Metal Virus story arc. For a particular detail about them later on, but... Yeah, I'm obviously saving up because if that dream gets met, depending on what media I choose for my character, my OC. I guess you can say that, my OC, but not my OC, but just basically the Sonic character I made. I do have a story I want to tell with him, but obviously the Metal Virus, I'm going to keep it spoiler free because if the day comes where I'm actually able to find the right people and then obviously accomplish that dream to make it in type of media, then I obviously want to save it and obviously have people experience it firsthand. Also, this could have been a cool boss as well. Like maybe have like an eye security guard, like one of the things you would see here in Sonic 3. Maybe have them have big arms, possibly. Like a certain boss that I know in a different game that has arms spread out from their sides and they try to crush you with them. I don't know. Maybe it was just like the kid in me, but I always thought like they could have used like some type of mini boss in that section instead of just you destroying those containers, having the Phantom Ruby prototype. But hey. Wishful thinking, that's what it is. Nah, I think we're good with clothes. I think I got it how I want it to be. I guess I can do without the shades, but I'm gonna keep them on. My girl deserves to look cool. And yeah, here we go. Final stage of the game. already, and we've been streaming for 3 hours, so it hasn't been too long.
We did it! Eggman's army is officially butt-kicked. We won! Come on, now what? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it?
Look,
Apparently not, Sonic. Apparently not.
The fortress reactor was just a decoy.
And I was even more upset the fact that the final boss wasn't infinite at all. It's literally just Eggman again. Because they've done this again in previous Sonic games, where Sonic Colors, Eggman's the final boss, Sonic Lost World, Eggman's the final boss, where they kind of hype up the new villains in like the trailers, and then like, oh no, Eggman's the final boss again. And it's funny too, because like any final boss that's not Eggman has always been good stories. Obviously the story is not. Yeah, let's not kid ourselves, it's not good, but that's just me. That's just my opinion.
Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply. It's an invulnerable Ruby?
A good deduction, Tails. This Death Egg robot has... No, I have surpassed Infinite to become the complete and ultimate form.
I'm also surprised that no fan has made any like fan track of what would have happened if Infinite was the final boss. It's kind of crazy now that I think about it. I'm sure it exists somewhere, but it's probably not as like high quality as it should.
Your plan will end like all your plans do, with you sitting in a pile of busted robot parts wondering how you failed so badly.
Why is that delivery so weird? At one point I actually wanted to do that in back in my voice impressions video, but like I obviously cut it out because I didn't feel like there was no way I could have done that better. It's just a weird line altogether. Here we go, final boss time, and it's the Death Egg robot. They couldn't have given it a more unique name. I don't know, like Death Egg Scorpion or something like that. Or Death Egg Centipede, who knows? I'm just throwing names out here.
Give it your all, Sonic. You will always be our shining hope.
Don't worry, I gotta move this box first, though. I just gotta mime real quick. Man, these boxes are very hard. This is a real challenge, trying to move them. I think the better question is, like, where do those boxes even come from? Those pixels. Although, one thing I do like about this final boss is that you don't hear Eggman saying anything at all. Like, not even a single word. And obviously you hear encouraging words from your fellow teammates, your fellow partners. But it's kind of nice that in terms of the atmosphere, you don't really hear Eggman saying anything. It kind of makes the moment at least a little bit serious in that way. And the music also obviously helps too. Now I'm trying to aim for your core. That's the most damage I can do. I do kind of wish they gave him more attacks though, kind of like that. Yeah, you just gotta dodge the laser beams. Not that kind of laser from Sonic Colors, but you just gotta dodge the lasers regardless. I got this. See? No problem. Oh, there we go. Game's over, guys. Nothing else outside from that. We beat it. Or is it the end? Are we finally gonna see Infinite? Nah, I wish. Although one thing I do like though, if you actually have a controller, it kind of feels like a heartbeat in the way when it rumbles. So when this part happens, I actually did like that nice little detail where it kind of feels like a heart beating as like the mech inside is bursting out.
End this, Sonic. Defeat him.
So remember that final boss from Sonic Colors? Well, they did it again for the 3rd time, if you count Lost World. Hope you guys like it. I mean, if you liked it first, I'm pretty sure you'll like it again, right? Also, you want to see a cool tech I learned, kids? Never mind, I think they patched it. So there's like a tech that you can do, is that basically if you're close to him and you do a boosting, if you boost up towards him and you keep attacking but you keep stomping at the same time, stomping the ground, you can actually just attack him infinitely if you can. Yeah, like that. Like that. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, you can just pretty much do that infinitely if you wanted to, but we're not going to do it just for the sake of showcasing his attacks. Oh no, I ran out of boost. Whatever would I do? I feel like that's kind of evil, how you can't really grab the boost unless you get it at a certain time. Because like his attack obviously highlights it. Oh no! Definitely don't want to die now. Also, the music of this final boss, even if the final boss was kind of disappointing from a design standpoint and mechanically, because it literally is just the same as the Negawiss armor from Sonic Colors. But even then, I do like the music that they went for it, because like it's really nice, it's really good. And even in if you listen to the soundtrack version, it has a different guitar solo. And then if you listen to the one that's in game, again, it has like a different guitar solo as well. I kind of wish that they released both of them at the same time. Because like it sounds really nice if you put them together. But that's only exists in the vinyl version of the game soundtrack. So if you have a vinyl copy of the game, you actually get to hear them both combined. So that's like a really nice little tidbit there, but overall, I just think like the final boss music's pretty good. Oh shoot. Definitely don't want to die now. Not when we're so close. This boss is easy, but obviously I'm being reckless for no reason. Okay, there's a joke. I'm not gonna fail it on purpose, but if you fail this, the chorus actually goes on in a loop. If you fail it, I'm not gonna fail it because I'm obviously out of rings. But if oh yeah, that was the vibrations on my controller. I was like putting it down. But obviously if you fail that quick time event, then the chorus just goes on a loop in the background, which is kind of funny to me. And obviously the boss will just wait for you to attack it again to complete it. Yeah, we got new pieces of clothes, even though I'm not gonna wear them because the game's over at this point. There we go. It's kind of weird how they didn't get someone to make different, unique avatars for this cutscene, because I feel like they had a literal character creator, so they could have created like unique ones for each one. Why are you sad, Tails? I'm right behind you. We better not.
Alright guys, it's time we cleaned up the mess that Eggman left this world in. And I'm not talking about those illusions he dreamed up for us. We need to fix the real world we all live in.
Come on, let's go! Did Tails really just... I forgot he said that. True dat. Yeah, pose for the camera, guys. And that's it. Sonic Forces. Definitely a very interesting entry in the Sonic franchise. Finally, I can talk about this, because obviously I wasn't trying to talk about it during the whole game, but I wanted to save it towards the end. So now that the credits here, I can talk about it. I mentioned it before in Sonic Mania, but obviously, like I said here, my genuine thoughts of this game it's fine. It's whatever. If it's your first Sonic game, yeah, you can have fun with it. It kind of gives you like some type of introduction of what the writing was back in 2010, because it's not the same as it is now. Sorry, I'm just grabbing a bit of water. But in general, I don't know. It's like, it's something that obviously still wounded younger me back when this game came out, because as someone who was going through the drought, oh my god, you scared me, sorry, I got jump scared from the chat notification. But as someone who obviously was going through the drought that Sonic was going through back in the 2010s, like, again, Generations was a fun game. Mania was great. But when this game came out, it kind of like ruined that type of traction, because all I could think about was Sonic was supposed to be back, and then in the end of the day, he ended up just going back to, I guess you can say, mediocrity, because it was mostly a lot of people just making fun of him and whatnot. But it sucks, because I know for a fact, I remember countless times when this game was brought up in conversations, a lot of people really agreed that this game wasn't good. It had its problems. It was very below average, because admittedly, if this game came out firstly, like ignoring Unleashed, Generations, if this was like the first Boost Sonic game, I feel like it would have done a lot more better, but we've seen better before, so obviously there was no excuse for Sonic Team to go this route in terms of the game's design. But again, I don't blame them. I kind of blame the higher ups for the most part, because maybe there was something miscommunicated. Maybe they could have done a few things better. But at the end of the day, the game turned out as it was. It wasn't received well enough, and it was pretty much like where it led to Sonic being another laughing stock. And it's a shame too, because as someone that was going through that drought, I was like trying to hold on to it, like thinking like maybe Sonic could be better, maybe there was another chance. But a lot of people already kind of were leaving Sonic because of this game. They thought he would never come back or come out like he used to be. I was someone who grew up playing Sonic games in the 2000s, like when Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, like when they were already out, but I played it years later through an emulator, because again, I didn't have a console back then, but obviously now I have the games legally. Just throwing that out there. Point is, though, I played the classic games and I liked those. I played a lot of the adventure games, and even the games that people like to say it's the dark age of Sonic, but I still liked them because at least in some way the stories were still trying their best. So the majority of the games that came out in the 2010s, they weren't bad. Sonic Colors is a game I like, but I also don't like at the same time. But it's still one that I hold special in my heart, because it was like technically the first official 3D Sonic game I actually played through an actual console that I owned, which was the Wii. But obviously, we have to agree that the stories weren't good that time, and I obviously was one of those people who was like, I want a good story. Like, I enjoy the games, they're fun, like Generations and Colors, but I want the story to be good. It didn't have to be super serious, it didn't have to be... Like, it's fine if it's silly too, but obviously I just wanted good writing for the characters that I grew up liking as a kid. So Forces was not that. And it's kind of a shame too, because if you think about it, Roger Craig Smith came at a bad time because Sonic wasn't doing any good, and we didn't have like a first good official Sonic game with that voice actor, because Jason Griffith had Sonic Unleashed. Ryan Drummond, people agree that Sonic Adventure 2 was like his best work. Sonic Unleashed and Sonic of the Black Knight was Jason Griffith's best work. But now that Frontiers came out, that's pretty much his best work so far. But the fact that it took this long for him to get in a really good game, or at least decent if you want to make that argument, it's a shame, because I feel like Forces was meant to do that, but obviously it didn't work out for reasons we probably still don't know. But hang on, I'm gonna see if I can turn this up a bit. There we go. I just had to put my mouse there for a moment. Yeah, there we go. Fist pump from Hoobastank lead singer. I don't know his name. But yeah, no, because again, as a kid, I tried to convince myself thinking it was good, but in reality, it just had a lot of issues that obviously could have been checked out from. Hang on, sorry. I think the game's audio is a little too loud. No, there we go. Hopefully the volume has been balanced somewhat in terms of my mic and obviously the audio of the game. You could let me know, and I guess I have to learn again because again I don't have anyone telling me game's too loud, the mic's too loud. I don't have anyone like that. So far, anyone that I've seen in the chat right now has just been bots. So aside from you, Legatica, I know who you are. So, but obviously for privacy reasons, I won't say. At least, thankfully, hopefully you watched throughout the whole stream, so I appreciate you if you stuck around through the whole thing. But, yeah, no, like I was saying, I wish it could have been better. I wish it could have been better, is what I was trying to say. Because Frontiers... Thank you. But obviously, like, Frontiers... I do plan to play that game on November, streaming it. But Frontiers was like that game that kind of proved that Sonic can still have good story and also good gameplay. I can't talk today. Good gameplay to boot. Because wait, actually, I want to hear this part. This is my favorite part of the song. Oh yeah. I always catch myself like humming and singing that part. That's the only good, my favorite, only good part that I like. Hey, the song's fine. It's just I don't know why this lead singer kind of sounds bored, especially compared to someone like Kellen Quinn from Frontiers. But anyway, as I was saying, like, I mean, I feel like I feel better about this game now because we have Frontiers and it kind of did fix a lot of things that this game didn't do right. And in a way, like, obviously Frontiers didn't get everything right at the first go too, but that's the main point. It kind of served as like Sonic Adventure, where like it's not gonna get everything right at the first go. It's obviously gonna improve later on. But I kind of wish this game was kind of given that opportunity because I really do like the story, like just the concept that Eggman finally won, and obviously the Sonic characters have to try to save it and bring their world back. And I kind of wish they focused more on like the theming of desperation, because obviously they're in this situation that they've never been before, where like the main bad guy finally won, and kind of like an end game scenario where like you see the Avengers struggle and are just desperate to like fix what happened with what Thanos did. So that's what I mean. Like I kind of wish they focused that type of theming to the game story, just having some type of feeling of desperation where you see the characters doing all they can to fix what was going on. And obviously Infinite could have been a whole lot better, because for what we got for his origin story, it's really not good. And I really like his design. I like his theme song, despite what people would say. But really, that's all he is. He's just an edgy villain. He's all talk, no bite. The voice actor, I really commend him, because I love his voice work for Infinite. And it's funny too, because he does Zaz's voice in Sonic Lost World. But the game ended up in the state that it is. There's no changing the past. I'm just glad that Sonic Team learned from it, because we wouldn't have gone Frontiers in the end. So the Sonic movie, pretty much like I said before, kind of gave Sonic this new positive light, and he's been more relevant now, but in a good way. Like, not relevant to the point where he was like a laughing stock or a butt end of the joke. But he's relevant because people like him, and obviously the movie served as a gateway to new fans to enjoy in this new generation. But hang on, I gotta keep quiet. There's a post-credit cutscene after this. But yeah, no, Forces, it is what it is. Admittedly, I'm not gonna lie, I did hate it when it first came out, because it really just burned me that bad as someone who was going through that drought and just wanted a really good Sonic game in the current years. But now I feel a little bit more relieved to at least play it again. And it was actually fun to play it again. It's been a while. I think it's been like 1 year exactly since I played this game. And it was kind of nice to come back to it, even if I don't really like a few aspects of it still.
Finally, an end to this endless battle. Everyone can go back home.
Ew, I don't know why you phrased it like that. When you say if it's an endless battle, that means there's no end. You could have just said an end to this nightmarish battle or something like that.
What, you're leaving us?
What? Why is my character Aurora leaving? I had to give her such a complicated name. Aurora Borealis. Oh yeah, that's something I did want to mention too. I kind of hope they bring back the character creation for this game in a future title. It doesn't have to be story of purpose, like it can just be like some type of driving or multiplayer game, but I would like them to bring back the character creation because that's one of my favorite parts of this game. Just being able to create your own character and put it in the Sonic world. I would love for them to bring that feature back.
A single person cannot restore the entire world. We have to work together and make a diligent effort.
Hey, you're taking off too? I was thinking the same thing. You gonna keep moving forward? No matter what, yeah?
Yeah. I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm free as the wind.
See you later, buddy.
Hope to see you in a future title featuring me, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not even gonna try to make a good voice impression right now for Sonic. No, I felt attached to this character. Why did she have to leave? Oh well. Like I said, I hope they actually include a character creation again in the future. But yeah, Sonic Forces, just to recap, like, again, I kind of wish the game... Oh, finally, I can make my own creations again. I kind of wish the game could have been a bit better than what it is. And also this part here, this is literally a tease, because it kind of like... It gives you that 1%, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, will there be a future DLC for the game? Really, I think it's just more so serves as a gateway to, like, the comic storyline. And like I said, and like I mentioned before, going back from the comics, it's kind of cool that they're finally taking away from the Forces storyline and going to the Frontiers, transitioning to Frontiers' story canon now in terms of the comic series. But yeah, there we go. Sonic Forces, man, what a ride. Yeah, again, apologies if I haven't really talked a whole lot or brought up a lot of topics compared to my Sonic Mania stream. It's because I just been feeling a bit under the weather, and I didn't want to change the date for it. But even then, I feel like I kind of talked through the topics that I had for this game. At least the most I could do when I wasn't getting distracted by the chat. So, but yeah, man, like I said before, it was actually nice going back to this game again, because it did kind of take me back to 2017 Christmas season. I was playing this game, excited for it. Obviously, it wasn't what I hoped for, but even then, I had memories for it. And that's something I kind of wish a lot of people can agree to. It's just being able to enjoy a game, even if it's like not as good as you remember it or even terrible. If you grew up having memories with it, and I feel like that's something that's worth cherishing, because you always got to take the good with the bad. So like, always cherishing the good memories, but also cherishing the bad ones, because not necessarily bad memories, but like just good memories about material that obviously could have been better. I guess in a way is the best way to put it, or I guess the proper way I can put it. But it's like it was definitely a trip. A way back trip to how I used to play these games. But yeah, no, obviously it makes me more excited to play Frontiers more, because obviously Frontiers is kind of like it literally, funnily enough, became one of my top 5 Sonic games now. But yeah, again, I already gave my thoughts, but overall it's fine. It is what it is. Admittedly, it can be a bad game if you look at it comparing to the other ones, but for what it is now, looking at it the current year, 2025, it's fine. It's alright, okay? Don't let anyone make you feel bad if you do like this game. I personally don't like it. I probably won't go back to this game again. Maybe not in stream. I'll probably still play it again and again, but just not in stream. Maybe I might even do like a certain mod. There's like an overclocked mod that apparently a lot of people like, but I just kind of suck at it. I didn't understand the hype for it, but that's just me. But I honestly, like I said, you enjoy what you enjoy, and I feel like Overclocked is a really good mod. I just suck at it, so that's why I didn't really like it as much as the next guy. But yeah, with all said and done, just a pretty alright game. Could have been better. Don't know what happened, but it did kind of give me memories, especially when it came to the hype surrounding it when this game was coming out. And that's definitely something I'll always cherish, so yeah, let me just, hang on, close this. If I can, that is. Yeah, let's quit. There we go. And back to the break screen. I definitely need to change some things about that, but yeah, that'll be it. I don't know if we have anyone else watching, but obviously La Gotica 3. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you watch this throughout the whole way. Obviously it's going to be in my streaming archive channel later on. But for the next game I'm streaming, I'm somewhere in between Undertale and something else because Undertale's 10th anniversary is coming up. And I actually do want to play that game. It might not be like a full stream. Definitely going to be in different parts. I'm definitely going to stream as much as I can for it. At most, right now, how long I've been streaming, it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. Might be at most 3 or 4 hours just so I don't like wear myself down too much. But yeah, I think that might be the next stream coming up just because the 10th anniversary of that game's coming out, and that game is also really something I want to like talk about a whole lot, share a few memories. Hopefully I will be feeling better because like I said, I was feeling a bit under the weather. I didn't want to change the date. So if that's like, I do apologize if I didn't really talk a whole lot or put out a lot of topics compared to my first stream. But hopefully that'll be better in the next one. But yeah, I enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed going through Frontiers once more. Might be the last in terms of like streaming wise. Maybe I'll go back to it, but probably on my own time. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, if anyone's watching at all. But hope you guys enjoyed it. I look forward to the next stream. It definitely will be, for the most part, Undertale. If I change my mind, you'll definitely know in the next promo. But until then, this is just Bluespeedz. Streaming Sonic Forces, just signing off for now. Hope you guys have a good night. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, y'all take care.